if you had to actually say like
real niggas,
generation by generation, PlayStation didn't. No, PlayStation 2 was better than Xbox.
No.
Xbox 360 was better than PS3.
Easily.
PS4 was better than Xbox
For
Series.
Sure. For sure.
And then PS5, like, yeah ever since Sony's got it.
PS4 does not have, PS5 Xbox does not have it. Xbox Series X is so much better.
How?
Bro, I'm going to tell you this. So
First of all, y'all don't got the games.
What games does PlayStation have?
The exclusives, God of War, Spider-Man, Uncharted.
Nigga, it's been years.
Last of Us.
Uncharted doesn't even come out. Okay, there is no Uncharted.
Okay, but if I wanted to play it though,
Last of Us, there is no Last of Us.
The Last of Us 2?
That was PS4. There is no Last of Us.
But I get to play those games.
That was PlayStation 4. But these are just remakes of the same
I get to still
games.
play those games though.
Nigga,
that's valid.
I can play them all on PlayStation 4.
God of War 2, address that.
Okay, that was one game.
Spider-Man 2, address that.
It was chips.
Spider-Man 2 wasn't
chips. It wasn't better than the first one.
I ain't really care for that much.
It wasn't better than the first one.
I didn't finish it. No, but
it wasn't because it wasn't as good as the first one. It was a cash grab. That's what they do.
What y'all got?
I give you God of War.
No. Niggas haven't had Gears of War since
the
360.
I'm trying to think, like, what does Xbox have that's like, yo, like, y'all got that?
We have Game Pass.
That's it.
Halo.
They got a solution for broke niggas. That's what it is, bro.
All right, now niggas.
Pay 10.
That's crazy.
Pay
$15. I was about to say, you got to pay.
PlayStation does it too.
You got to pay for
PlayStation
for PlayStation Plus, right?
I don't do it though. I don't need to.
Why?
I already got the games I need.
So you don't put.
Oh, that's another one. What's up, Horizon?
Wait, hold on. You don't play online?
I don't remember that one.
You don't play online games?
I get the bare minimum. No, actually. Like, I had to re-up when niggas wanted to hop on 2K.
What I'm saying is that Game Pass is also your online subscription.
No, you had to pay more.
Depends on the subscription. Depends on the tier.
If you want the games that like really matter.
You pay $25 a month and you get every game and every catalog. Let me tell you the games that I play most on Xbox.
Fuck PlayStation for making niggas pay for that shit.
No,
that shit used to be free, bro.
Yeah, and it was chips.
That was a game changer.
And it was chips. It was chips.
It was chips.
Now, y'all niggas didn't have
Xbox
party
Live
chat,
Gold was classism though.
But it was fire though.
Now, if you had it,
nigga,
I felt left out, bro.
I remember niggas joining the party, bro, and niggas couldn't even talk to us. Like niggas wasn't even. They was just sitting there.
That was them niggas.
He was just sitting there in the party, nigga.
That's like, damn, you couldn't at least give me like a mic feature. Like that's crazy.
Flashbacks right now.
That was funny, bro. That's
niggas ever played Fable?
Yeah, Fable was tough. There about to be a new Fable coming out.
It's gonna be chips though.
Okay, bro, have some faith, nigga.
Bro.
There's an Indiana Jones game that just came out. Shit was fire.
I did hear about that.
That shit was gas.
I did hear about that.
I didn't finish it, but I'm halfway through the game. That shit is fire. And my nigga Tony Todd's in the game. Tough.
I don't know. The only reason I can't get into games anymore is because it's like I played enough of them that they all
nigga knows what to expect.
To be honest, like it's an open world RPG. I go to this checkpoint. I beat all the enemies over here. I move to this checkpoint. I beat the enemies over there. And that's the only time. That's the only type of game that I will actually like dive into if it's a story thing. Yeah. And I'm not trying to be no completionist about it. I'm just trying to play the story, get through it.
I fuck with like a Final Fantasy, a Dragon Quest. Like I fuck with RPGs in general. I don't really care about the story. I just want to level my nigga up.
I like Final Fantasy.
I like that it's basically like gambling with your time. Like I love it. Bro, y'all don't got the addictive tendencies, bro.
No. I don't have the time for the addictive. Like maybe back in the day.
Bro, they just changed MLB The Show, nigga. Where now, because you know how they had you. When was the last time you played the show or like wrote the show? 2
years ago, maybe 3.
Okay, so you know they changed it so you can create
MLB The Show.
I've never played it.
Okay, that's you.
I'm sorry.
I never watched the question. I never watched baseball in my life.
Excuse me.
I never watched baseball in my life.
Bro, we gotta go to a Red Sox game also. That shit's about to.
I'm about to pop out to the Haitian one.
If they do that shit again,
nah, they already did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
So y'all get some fly jerseys?
You didn't go last time.
Okay.
It's not like
they showed a preview of it.
The CV one was tough.
The one last year was better. The one last year is better.
I see it.
Nah, the CV one was tough last year. That shit was actually
cool.
That shit was crack. But I'll say it like this. So this year, what they've done is that they've changed it from like the archetype system to now you just create a position. You just go in a position and then you can level up anything you want.
That was like original 2K before 2K ruined it.
I'm fucking with this. You just play the game and then every game you earn like points and then those points go to tokens. You feel me? You earn enough points, you earn 100 points and that's one token. And then you just do that and then you apply those tokens to attributes. So you can become a 99 overall in every stat if you want. You just got to keep playing the game. They got me. They got me.
Keep giving them money.
DC is odds.
Keep giving them money. That's all it is.
But then you can create a dual position player. So I got a pitcher and a shortstop.
You gonna try to 99 everything?
You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm trying I got 99 velocity on my fastball, but 40 control. I don't care where it lands. I'm just trying to throw heat. You know what I mean? I'm a 54 overall at shortstop, but I'm a 71. No bullshit. That pitcher.
I always felt like with games like that, bro, instead of like pouring into like the levels or whatever attributes, it should be based off of like how is my performance. Like if I'm shooting all these good threes, like put my 3 up. You know what I mean? If I attack the basket, my ball handling, I'm doing it right, whatever. Like you should naturally.
So you like the hack and slash method, where it's like if you do enough of a certain attack, you level it up. Type shit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like you upgrade and become the person that you play like.
Well, guess what? They have that in the game too. There's perks. No bullshit. You do shit in certain situations.
When you start playing this game, bro.
Bro, last week it just came out last week.
Also, still new, still fresh.
Yeah, bro. But I'm telling you, bro, they really made this shit like a grind fest.
I haven't felt that way in a long time. And I think
Hogwarts it just comes, Legacy.
Bro, I don't play like I play these games. I buy them. I think I'm gonna play them, and I maybe put like 5 hours into them, and then I drop it like a bad habit, bro.
Hey, bro, maybe the game is not for you no more, bro.
It's not. It's just
I don't keep buying the game.
I don't have the time for it, bro.
I keep buying the game.
Even me, like I bought, and I did a great job of holding off on buying 2K for a minute, bro. Like you could ask and things like, "Yo, Rob, buy the game, bro. We need a fifth." And I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm not doing it anymore." Then one day I was bored. I was like, "I'm gonna get back into 2K." That lasted like a week, nigga.
Did you enjoy that week though?
It's a good week. Anytime I'm on 2K with my niggas, it's a fun time. But then you realize like things ain't getting done. Podcast episodes aren't dropping.
Bro, honestly, bro, I just divvy out the time, bro. Sometimes it's like I spend so much time in my day like doing work, and like then when I come home, a lot of times I'm like decompressing, so I'm like writing and shit like that. So I just be like, bro, I just want to turn my brain off, nigga. The game, like I should just be like, wow, I don't have to think for like 2 hours, 3 hours, and I can just go to bed.
No bullshit. If I do play the games, it's probably on like a Sunday night. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm resetting for the week. Some like quick little, 2-3 hours, and it's like, all right, got my fix.
Oh yeah, see, 3 hours on a Sunday, it's crazy to me. I'll play for like 7. I play for like 8. Nigga. I play that shit like.
I think if I say 3, it's crazy. It's too long.
I'll play that shit like a job.
I mean, yeah, because now that football season's
over, there's no baseball, nigga. I'm watching basketball, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to watch this, bro. And this is the bad point of basketball. Like the beginning of the season and like this right before the playoffs.
It's cooking.
Worst basketball.
Ever since Luka landed on the Lakers, the NBA season has been incredible.
To you?
No, for everybody. You could tell, even the show. I'll be honest. I could understand if you're not a Lakers fan, you'd be annoyed as fuck. But I love it because every time I refresh that YouTube, another sports show I like talking about the Lakers.
Bro, y'all niggas.
They don't jack the Thunder like that.
So
they don't jack the
Cavs.
Third seed, yeah. And they maintain that with LeBron being injured.
I'm hip.
So
I mean, I don't know what
look who they're playing.
Their week has been.
They played the Nuggets without Jokic or Murray,
but they beat them with them too.
Yeah, and they lost to them with them too. So
is he injured right now? Why didn't he play with the Bucks against the Bucks?
Who?
Luka. Who else, nigga?
LeBron. No. They rested. They rested everybody.
Shit.
Oh, okay.
Nah, they rested everybody.
Because Luka's playing.
Okay.
Like he's been playing. Like he played in the game this week against the Nuggets. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
man,
nigga was hooping too. No bullshit.
Give JJ that Coach of the Year award
for sure. I mean, there's not really NBA coaches are kind of chips right now. There's not that many that are like coaching their teams at a high level.
Goated.
I mean, they might give it to either the
They're gonna try to give it to the Cavs.
Cavs coach, I was about to say, or the Thunder. Both of them doing that thing.
Nah.
Is it not the second season that they're about to be the first seed again?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's about the jump that you make.
Their team was good.
It's kind of hard to stay consistent.
No, but if you're like a first,
not when you have
1-2 seed 2 years in a row, like you didn't really make a jump.
Best team though, on paper, I don't even feel like they're the best team. Truthfully,
who's the best team?
Nah, they have the best.
Not the Thunder.
They're the best team.
It's the Celtics.
The Celtics. They have the Celtics. I'm thinking about the West
Celtics
Conference,
is so unfair because every time you think about the Celtics, you don't even have Kristaps in mind, bro.
Facts.
And then Kristaps come through and you're like, what the fuck? This is an easy 2015.
And they got niggas dropping fucking 70 combined off the bench and shit. And I'm like,
right.
Who are you niggas, bro?
Picture what, last week, 40?
Yeah, bro. Who the fuck is
Sam
that
Hauser,
nigga?
30. It's like, yo, niggas is hooping.
That's good coaching.
He's about to get another chip.
That's good coaching.
Nah, not Lakers, Celtics. If you're a real basketball fan, you want to see the Lakers, Celtics.
I think
in the
NBA is going to try to milk LeBron into the finals
other,
if they can. The NBA is going to try to milk LeBron into the finals one more time if they can.
Bro,
if they could do it, they're going to make it happen.
See, I don't like narratives like that because you're going to act like the Lakers can't genuinely get there.
I'm not saying they can't.
I think they can.
But they're going to definitely assist where they can.
All right, what's your early predictions then? Because I want to see the Thunder get bounced first round.
That's crazy.
I need them young niggas to grow the fuck up.
Who would they match up with? Who's 8th right now projected? Like, if it was to happen
Nigga,
right
you know
now.
how it goes. It don't work like that, nigga. They go to playing.
Oh, yeah.
and
I
then-
forgot about
like, I
the
don't
play-in. I
know,
forgot about
nigga.
that.
Like,
Oh,
It
bullshit.
could be
you know
anywhere
what I
from
mean?
high.
Like, they might play the Grizzlies, maybe. I
The
don't know.
No, Rockets are pretty high.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Warriors are starting to bounce back.
They're not
too.
losing in the first round. They going.
I hope they do. I want them to because I need them young niggas to grow up, bro.
What's wrong with them?
Bro, they don't. Them niggas, they make
You don't
the
like their
rookie
post game
mistakes.
interviews?
Nah, I don't care about that. They just make mad rookie mistakes. Like they play like young niggas.
Mm.
Like
some
they're
young
all
niggas.
hustle, no drive. I hate it. Fourth quarter comes, nigga. If that nigga Shay's on the bench, bro, you lose. If that nigga, don't let anything happen to that nigga because you're losing the game.
That's the thing. Shea don't got to play 4 quarters because they be beating teams by that much.
Not against good teams. Not against the Lakers. Not against the Nuggets.
My only reservation with them is like, I don't think Jalen Williams could be your second best player and you win a championship. I don't
Bro,
think he's there yet.
That goes back to player development. Why that nigga Chet ass at times? Why?
I mean, he's what, 2 years, like second year?
So, nigga, Wemby was in his second year, nigga. That nigga was looking like.
Listen,
Yo,
but
pray
we
for
knew,
Wemby,
like,
yo.
we seen Wemby and was like, he gonna be
That's
generational.
the same nigga, bro. They're the same
You said
guy.
Chet and Wemby the same people?
Damn, they have the same. They play the same.
Nah,
Chet's just not as good.
nah.
Same role, different usage.
Facts.
You feel me?
Wemby's
Same
the
role,
star.
different usage.
But even with that though, the Spurs they were nice, but they had Chris Paul.
No, the
You know what I'm
offense
saying?
goes through Wemby.
He was
what do you
open.
versus
Wemby, yo, his
Chet
per
plays
game
his
average
role?
don't lie, bro.
That's a big difference.
You're a real nigga. I feel you.
Bro, Chris
You're a real
Paul's
nigga.
playing. He made Wemby better, bro. No bullshit. He elevated that nigga game this year.
No, but you're saying like, yo, they got
Shay's
Chris
not.
Paul
I'm
too.
saying
It's
Shay's
like,
not doing that for Chet.
Shay's not doing that for Chet.
Shay is his own nigga. He's not doing that for
Yo,
Chet.
I'm not gonna lie. When I see highlights
Shay's
of
nice,
Shea,
though.
bro, it's kind of like move out the fucking way and let that nigga cook.
Yeah, he do be flopping though. And
Yeah,
that
they've been
shit's
calling him out on that.
despicable,
They've been
bro.
calling him out. And I was on the boat too, right before Jokic kind of like settled down these last 2 weeks. That co-MVP, I would have been cool with that. I'd have been real
It's
cool,
disgusting,
like
bro.
2 historical seasons that we've
disgusting.
never
That's
seen.
nasty.
Why would we do that?
But I feel you.
Why would you be
There
mad
has
at
to be a
that?
winner. There has to
I
be a
don't
loser.
like that shit, bro. Because
You
you see
both
what the
can't win.
co-MVP bullshit mindset gets. They just gave this nigga Josh Allen MVP over Lamar.
No. I
That's
mean,
not-
they were
that's-
smoking crack. Like
Because
that,
that's
I
the
don't even know how
co-MVP
you
mindset.
justify that.
Niggas keep saying it. I wouldn't be mad at the co-MVP. And niggas be like, so I could give it to either of them. And it's like, no. One of them clearly deserves it and the other one doesn't. If you're
I
gonna
don't
give
think
it,
that's the case for the NBA.
not anymore. But
Well,
only because Jokic is not playing as much.
No. I feel you. If we were talking about like 2 weeks ago when Jokic
Yeah.
did like what 20, like what did
30,
he do?
20, and 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
would've
a
been-
force, nigga. Like
It would have been him.
During
I mean,
that conversation, I was like,
can't-
that's the best
I've
player in
never
the
even
league.
done that in 2K.
That's a fact. If I can't do that,
30, 20, 20,
that
nigga, you've
nigga's
done
ass.
that?
Yeah, bro. I be playing on 10-minute quarters though. Bullshit.
I couldn't do that on 12.
30, 20, 20.
I'm at
What
center?
position are you?
At center, yeah. At center is kind of easy.
First of all, you got
The 30 and 20 is a given. But
that's,
then the,
you got to aim for the 20 first.
You a nasty
start double
nigga,
teaming,
bro.
bro.
Why you play
Pass.
as a center, bro?
That's nasty.
all right, see, this is why you can't talk to niggas, bro. Now I'm gross because I'm playing center in the game.
That's not fun, bro.
That's why you're not getting them 30, 20, and 20, nigga. That's not 30, 20, and 20 was fun. That shit was fun.
Fair enough.
I make all my niggas better, man. I be dishing the rock, man. Jason Tatum a superstar for real, when I give him the ball, nigga.
You play for the Celtics?
Yeah.
I can never do it.
You don't like the Celtics?
Not when I'm playing my career.
Where I'm from
Do you
Boston.
try to like make
I
the
base
fit
off
for
The
like
jerseys, my nigga, and then it's like I'm gonna make these niggas a star anyway. Like fuck it.
the jersey? That's a valid ass mindset. No
Jerseys.
bullshit. I don't want to be
Jerseys.
playing
If
with
I'm
nothing.
hooping, I gotta look fly.
He's like, by the end of my first season, I'm trading for niggas that are good anyway, so I can play for anyone.
Now the question
You playing
is,
for the Pelicans?
when you make that
Like,
creative
they
player-
got some shit, no bullshit.
Actually, right now my play's on the 76ers. So even then, it still works out. I got Embiid. It's like,
76ers
I'll make them niggas
jerseys
nice.
is not
I'll make them nice.
yeah, they are.
The
They're not like the
throwbacks.
old.
It's the throwbacks.
Oh, you'll
okay.
change it. Now, when you make this creative player, whether it's like in the sports game, whether it's in another game or anything, you use your real name.
Nah.
Or you come
No.
up with a cooler
I create
name.
a whole name
I
and
go with my
storyline for that
artist name,
nigga.
nigga.
Same.
It's a cool name.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. The aura is just like every day you find something.
What does this
out.
nigga put?
You gotta do it depending on the game.
Yeah,
No,
bro,
look at what
facts.
this nigga did with that fucking financial game you was playing. Nigga said Robert something. What did you make it, bro?
Niggas playing like what's it called?
No,
Like,
you know what it is,
what's it
bro.
called? Like
I don't
restaurant
even remember
tycoon or
what
some
it's
So
shit.
he put.
You
You
don't even
lucky I
know,
can't
bro.
remember, nigga.
I'm letting you know,
lucky.
bro. I'm letting you know. I adjust it based on the game I'm playing. So if I'm
So you
playing
made
a
it
game,
more white.
if, for that game, maybe
He
I
said Robert
gentrified it a
Peterson or
little
some
bit.
shit, nigga.
I did probably run some shit like that. But I keep the letter though. I keep like, you feel me? I stay true to the R and the P. So it's like
Your
if I
name's
was
Roberto,
if I was
bro.
in like a fighting game, I had to make a character. My nigga name gonna be like Ryko. You feel me? Roberto don't hit.
He said,
Nigga, you ain't never seen no anime fighting ass nigga and his name Roberto.
Oh, man.
You see Ryko though.
You like Ryko Power.
Maybe I'll
Powerman.
I might use Rakim. I might use Rakim. I feel like Rakim's interesting.
Full game.
Any of these games.
You can't use your own name. You're black, man. You're a black man. What are you talking about? Like, what?
He said rock him, bro. He's like, I got locked in. That's crazy. I be making a whole storyline for this nigga, bro. Nah. I be going on. Like, you gotta get the name generator.
The only time I ever use my real name and like and it's applicable, FIFA.
He's like, that works. He's like, that'll get it done.
That's like, all right.
I can see that
right.
nigga being
Fits.
Yo, that's mad funny, bro. Niggas is hilarious.
Hey man, introduce
I
this
gotta love
pod,
myself
bro.
a little bit more.
Introduce this pod, man.
He said Robert Peterson. Like,
Look, I can't. I don't even think that's what it was.
it probably wasn't, nigga.
Hey man, you already know we rocking. We are back, man. I've been fiending a pod. I almost forgot how to do this pod shit. I almost forgot the name of the whole platform called Bad for the Community, bro, because niggas haven't dropped an episode in a minute. We've been recording every week.
That is true.
Something like that.
Well, not every week, but
Well, yeah,
we've been recording. But just because of certain circumstances, whether it's these dickhead roommates or whatever the case is, you know,
He talks so
we
bad
haven't been
about-
as consistent as we can. Do y'all still remember how to pod? Like y'all, I was coming in here
We'll
like,
see.
damn,
No.
what
I
do
gotta
I
get the reps in. We'll see.
what do
you
I
know what
talk
mean?
about type shit? And then I got around my niggas and I was like, oh shit, we don't even need topics. I get
Sorry.
around my niggas. It's magic, bro.
It's a muscle.
There's a lot of
You
shit
gotta
going
work
on,
it out,
man.
bro.
There's a lot of shit to talk about, actually.
I agree.
Nigga made me nervous.
There's
just
some
now.
shit we should just not talk about.
I agree as well.
There's some scary shit in the world, bro.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
Hey,
But
here's
I'm
round
in
the
a very
508 guard on the
lighthearted
mic. I got St. E's across from me.
What's happening?
I got Nate Nix in the room. Hello,
How you doing?
I was about to say,
Yay.
I was about to say.
How y'all fellas feeling?
I'm in a lighthearted mood, man. I don't know. I feel like the weather's getting nice.
That's a big- that's
it's
a
like,
game changer.
It's like 60 right now.
I'm trying to enjoy life right now.
Getting
you know
out
what
of work
I'm
at
saying?
6 and still seeing
I'm
some
not here for
sunlight,
none of that
brother.
other bullshit that's going on.
That hit different.
You know what I mean?
I do
What's the
like
bullshit? Like what?
The world.
The world. It's a lot. There's a lot going on,
It's a
bro.
lot of shit.
So funny.
And it makes me think like, is niggas doing enough? Like we get on these podcast mics, but we not doing what we need to be doing. Our
not your
ancestors
savior.
literally grabbed guns
No
and like
bullshit.
made some shit happen, my nigga.
That's true.
Grab stones, whatever they
Are you
needed to
willing to die
grab.
for this shit?
Huh?
Are you willing to die for
I
this shit?
should be.
Are you
I
willing to die?
should be. But our generation is pussy.
Fuck the generation. Are you willing to die?
I'm from a generation of pussies,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Of comfortability, bro. Of fucking
took
Amazon and
Roberto-
DoorDash.
A year ago and put him in front of this nigga right now, he'd be like, yo, fuck the generation. Da-da-da-da. You're your own person. Do your own thing.
No bullshit.
Da-da-da-da.
No.
What's happening to you,
I'm
man?
acknowledging. Like, you know that
That's
saying.
an excuse.
No. You know that.
That's an excuse.
No, but,
No bullshit.
but I'm the
What's
same
going on,
Roberto
man?
because I'm calling myself out on the bullshit
Okay.
of myself and our generation of
Okay,
peers.
okay.
Okay,
All right.
There's definitely people taking action, just not enough. But like, you know that whole saying, like a generation of strong men creates a generation of weak men. We're that generation of weak men. That's what I
So you
feel
saying we
like.
gotta go to war?
Yeah, it's that
We-
time,
Who
bro.
you trying to fight?
I'm locked in,
Who
bro.
I'm trying to fight.
I don't think we go against China right now. I don't feel
What?
too strong
Nigga,
about that.
my enemy is in this country, bro.
No bullshit.
Literally trying to break down the systems
feel you.
that we've.
I feel you,
built
but that's been
up,
everyday
bro.
shit. That's not new.
Bro,
No. This
it's
is
pretty
new.
bad. It's pretty
This is
bad
new.
right
Like
now.
I've never seen anything like this that's happening with this
Yeah,
administration.
fascism is a little different.
Like,
I don't know,
it's
but I
so
feel
in
like-
our face. It's like
Gotta be honest.
these niggas ain't gonna do
We're
shit.
right
Let's
back.
keep it going.
I feel like we're right back in like the whole
Well,
Reagan era. No bullshit. It
A little
feels
different,
very.
though.
The
What you
parallels
want,
seem
though,
very, very
Reagan?
strong. to
Niggas
me.
fucked with Reagan though when he first got into office.
I feel you. There's a whole side of the country that also fucks with Trump.
Wait. Why are we acting like
I was about to say, but
there
Reagan wasn't a
anything
fascist. Though.
similar? Yeah, facts, bro.
He was a strategic like dickhead,
I feel you.
but he wasn't a fascist.
He
I
could have
would
been an
even argue- you could
elitist,
even
bro.
say-
An
you could even
elitist
say,
is
like-
definitely different than somebody who's
Yeah.
like,
Like I feel like Trump is he's the combination of Reagan and Nixon. Put them together. You feel
But
me?
worse.
no.
Yeah.
Reagan,
Yeah.
Nixon, and like
Had a
Genghis Khan or some shit. Like
Putin,
Hitler
bro,
or something.
like,
Yeah,
what?
throw one of them conqueror niggas in there that ended up dying on some tragic shit. Throw Hitler in there. He's like a combination of all
Yeah,
them
throw
niggas.
it,
Bro.
I
sprinkle
feel
that
like-
in.
He's like steps away from like
Bro, we've never seen an American president like this, period.
No,
bro.
steps
of
away
course
from
not.
genocide
Never, bro.
Of course
niggas
not.
again in the country. I mean, we have because there've been when the U.S. was coming up, there were a lot of niggas who were like fascists in that way, But the difference is that the
Like
country
who,
wasn't
Jackson?
Like
established.
as of the last
Yeah.
Like Andrew
50
Jackson.
Jackson.
years, bro.
Andrew Jackson's up there.
But-
as of the last
Yeah,
50 years.
As the
like,
last 100 years.
you
you
just
could
So
say.
why are
wouldn't-
we limited to just the 50?
because you're supposed to be making progress every, like, I don't want to say every decade, but like you would think as humanity and evolution goes,
no,
you're
bro.
supposed to move forward and like,
For every wall you put up, they're dismantling the other one. Like
But
that's
that's
just
the
how this
thing.
shit goes.
You just
And
got
I
to
think
build a
that's the
sturdier
problem with a
foundation.
bipartisan system, to be honest with you.
I agree. I
Somebody
agree.
comes in, they got the first term to try to make some changes, but not too much because they want to get reelected.
Sure.
Yeah.
People who voted for them feel like they didn't do enough. So then like, yo, we want change. Get that nigga out of here. If they don't win the second term, somebody else comes in, the country's like, oh, we don't like this either. Let's go back to the other nigga. And it's
Yeah.
like, yo, it's not enough time to make
this
something
one's
shape.
different, bro.
But at the same time, you give
Ease.
niggas too
This
much
is
time. and
ease.
It's
This
like,
is different, though.
This ain't your normal like second term Republican president, bro. Like just the fact that he's literally trying to dismantle the Department of Education, the
Not trying.
IRS.
Did he not already do it? It's officially signed, no?
No, it's not because it has to go through the Senate and,
Okay.
and there has to be like I think 60
There's still
votes.
processes.
It has to be
Okay.
60 Senate votes for that to pass,
But
right?
the
chances-
action is in play.
Yeah.
Yes,
The chances
but the
are
thing
that's
is,
not gonna.
Even if
still.
they don't approve it, he can still dismantle it by just
Facts.
laying off half of the Department of Education so they can't do their job properly.
Bro,
you know
that's
what I mean?
crazy.
Doing the same thing to the IRS, doing the same thing to a lot of these governmental agencies,
Yeah,
bro.
Social
So they
Security shit
can't
is
do their
crazy,
job
bro.
the right way.
That Social Security shit's gonna bite niggas in the ass bad.
That's another one. But it be
Nigga,
little
Elon,
things.
bro. Why that nigga not even from here, bro?
See,
that's
No,
that's
bullshit.
crazy to me.
that
What the fuck? Elon must know about Social Security, nigga.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I hate him more than I hate Trump.
On dogs.
I legit.
On dog,
yo,
nigga.
I
This nigga driving the
legitimately like
whips.
want evil things
We
to happen
protesting
to
you,
Elon
nigga,
Musk, bro.
low-key.
First of all,
No, Mr.
First of all,
Tesla,
there
man.
is a
We
separation.
protesting you a little
Answer to
bit,
this,
nigga.
bro.
listen,
Them
first of
shit,
all,
you're not supposed to be driving that shit. That
He
shit is
is-
technically illegal here.
he is the active
why?
CEO,
Bro,
but he
because-
didn't make this shit.
Don't matter.
Okay? It's not like he made
matter.
this shit.
He hired
He
niggas.
bought his way in.
He's
But it's a
hiring niggas
symbol.
actively.
It's a symbol of who? Because
symbol- what do you
yo,
mean?
think about it. I just listened to what's the freestyle ASAP Rocky and Tyler the Creator. It's like Lunchbox or some shit like that.
I know you're talking about. What
oh,
about it?
potato salad.
Nah, it's not potato salad.
Not
bro.
that one?
Nah, it's something else. But literally, even like Tyler, he had a bar about like I'm driving that Elon. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's back when it was cool to say that.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you're talking
again,
about Who That Boy?
no, it's not.
No,
who that
No,
is.
because that's another line. But he's not talking about that.
I'm not talking about that. I'll find it.
You talking about like shout
He
out
does.
to Elon?
He does.
Musk.
No,
Yeah,
that's not
on
Who
Flower
That Boy.
Boy,
That's
right?
Flower. Yeah, that's on Flower Boy. That's
Oh.
the album. Yeah,
That nigga really fuck with Elon.
he doesn't though. When he performs
At the
those,
time-
when he
no, at the
performs those
time,
songs,
why
he
you
be
got so
dissing
many
them.
lines? Shouting him out.
I think it's
At
just
the
because he
time.
was driving a Tesla.
I feel you.
You know that nigga love cars and shit.
Yeah,
Lost
sure,
and found
sure, sure.
freestyle.
Oh, okay.
Off the, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but the point is like
Okay. Yeah,
the
I see what
Tesla
you're
is a
saying. Okay.
symbol of Elon, bro.
For sure.
Okay.
Regardless of like whether I know there's a bunch of people who's like, yo, I just bought it because it's it's an electric vehicle, it's cool, it's got all this tech, da 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 da. I'm sure there's valid
For
reasons,
sure.
but you have to
Well-
acknowledge that that's a symbol of Elon. And now when you see
Currently
people,
in this time, and I hope the board of directors step in to be like, yo, our company's no longer profitable. We're removing him as CEO.
yeah, that's why
Because
we
the moment
gotta
that happens, is that still an issue?
keep setting
Fingers
fires
crossed.
to
He's no
these
longer
Teslas.
connected to the company.
You know what's gonna happen
I
if
would
that
love to
happens.
see that happen.
You know what's gonna happen if that happens though.
to what
Niggas
extent?
gonna be like, you know what? Maybe we need to cut some of these initiatives towards the electric vehicle programming. Maybe we need to like, you know what I mean?
Oh, Trump's already on that time.
I'm hit, but don't let Elon get removed as CEO.
He's already
nigga,
on that time.
Because then you know who's gonna like he's gonna step it up.
But the thing at the same time, what's gonna happen to the Tesla stock when so much of the value of it is like the brand of Elon? You feel
This
me?
shit crumble.
His brand is kind of chips, right? It's declining.
Well, that's why
right
you see
now.
the stock
Man.
going
So
down.
then let me ask
That's
you,
unfortunate.
But if you just
this
remove
question
him
in return, right? What are you doing to also fight back against that?
I've legitimately, and this
Why are you
is
still on Twitter?
these are small steps, but I've legitimately considered getting off of Twitter. And the thing is,
But why haven't you done it? That's a very
because
small
I'm
action.
weak and I need to do better. like I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm
correct me if
saying
I'm
in a
wrong.
perfect world, I would get the fuck off X because I don't want to give
In a
him
perfect
my
world. I feel you, bro.
data.
In a
I don't want to
perfect
give him
world.
ad
I feel
revenue,
you.
and I don't want to be using his platform, bro.
Real-
Bad for
real shit.
community page is verified.
Yeah, I ain't
Niggas
do
is
that.
actively paying that shit every
I ain't-
month.
There's some good
who's
features
niggas?
on there. I won't
Who's
lie to
niggas?
you,
Hold
bro.
up.
Us!
Don't say us.
We're generating that money and it's
don't
going
say
towards
don't
that.
say us. I ain't never sent the nigga a dime for that.
I do pay
It's
for that.
coming from our labor.
No, it's not. It's coming from his
coming from
labor.
my
That's what I'm saying.
labor.
You're
Word?
misconstruing it.
Yeah.
He's paying for that. I'm not paying for
I don't
that.
like that. We gotta talk about that on camera.
I'm not paying for that.
Nigga gonna be
Nigga
2
thought
years
we
later.
was
You gonna be like,
wait,
well, actually, I
how?
put in.
Like,
He was like, I put in this amount, so I get like 30%. Y'all niggas get like 15. It's like, yo, we gotta talk about that. Anyways,
Y'all my niggas.
That's crazy.
I'm
Anyways,
just saying.
But I feel you though. I do think that like it is a consideration, but it's tough. And also, we live in a society that makes it hard for that.
Especially when it makes it hard
to avoid some of these platforms, especially the way that we consume news, the way that we consume media, and the way that we engage with it. Even as
I feel like it's easy.
Is it, bro?
It is.
Locally,
you just don't want to.
On a local level,
you just don't want to.
You know why it's hard?
You could easily not use Twitter.
Because
on a local level, how will I know what's going on as much?
There's so many ways for you to gather information. There's even alternatives. You got that Blue Sky shit that popped up. Like, there's so many different ways to navigate.
He's not lying.
I ain't going on the
like Twitter should not be your source of news. Your only source of news.
That's my only source of news.
No, I'm talking about your only source of news.
It's not my only source of news.
So then why is it that you can't get rid of it?
Because on a local level, that's how I stay connected to my niggas. They share.
And it's very real time.
I don't really be on IG. Okay, I be on Twitter way more than IG.
But that's a preference then.
Kind of. It's not a preference.
I think it is.
The preference aspect of it comes from the way that the media is presented to me. I don't fuck with the pictures and videos. I prefer text. And if my niggas are sharing text about their events and they're promoting their events and shit like that, I'm gonna find it way easier through text.
So then maybe that's a bigger conversation of how we even share some of these informations. That should be much more bigger activations. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about like better activation. There's just better ways to reach people besides these tunneled ways that they've manufactured for us.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think that we got to figure out what those ways are so we can start implementing them and get the usage up.
Right.
Agreed.
Utilize them.
But one of the barriers is he can make the choice to move to Blue Sky, to move to Threads or whatever. What about everybody else? And that's the problem with, that's like the good and the bad that comes with just like how fast everything's like been digitized in terms of just like mom and pop shops got killed for Amazon. Now we all use Amazon. If we want to boycott Amazon, how practical is that when so much of us depend on it, the infrastructure and the old infrastructures may not exist like they used to be. You know what I mean? So it's like we all kind of there's these big corporations that really control like certain sectors. Like Amazon controls the e-commerce.
It's just all by design, bro. They're funneling
the new social media. Yeah, bro.
I agree.
We're all getting funneled into just like one space, and it's very hard to break down the space when we're all there.
You know what? Let's do this then. Let's do this. For the next 2 weeks, for the rest of this month, nobody's on Twitter then. Don't use Twitter.
I don't think he wants to do that. He said
no, the thing is,
it's a challenge though. That's how this is.
If we all
still
move,
niggas at the end of the day.
I'll do that.
We're all niggas at the end of the day.
I don't want to miss out on the Twitter group chat though.
You're a nigga?
No, I said,
you're a nigga?
Huh?
Who's going to verify that we actually aren't using these platforms?
If I see that group chat busting.
Yeah,
but for you to see it means you're already on it.
Yeah,
I'll see it 30 days later and see if anybody.
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
It should be only Tomo in that shit.
Tomo me said this shit like, yo, why y'all niggas
gotta feel
like you don't watch the pod. You don't know what's going on. It's like the episode of Seinfeld where they all like gave up something. They gave up masturbating. That's what it was. They all gave up masturbating. And they was like whoever folds first, but it's an honor system. You feel me? Mm-hmm. It's like if you fold, you gotta tell somebody. You can't just lie.
And how did the episode end?
Yeah, they probably Jerry all cheated. Folded.
And he told them.
Yeah, at the end. No, he told them when they were gonna die in the last episode of the show.
Oh, that's crazy.
What?
I think Kramer was the first person to fold.
They brought that back.
No, because the plane that they were on was like crashing or something like that. And he was like, I cheated in the contest.
That's a funny callback.
But Jerry didn't fold. Or no, maybe it was George that cheated. I don't know, one of them.
I didn't even know the show.
Wait, didn't George like beat his meat to like in the hospital or something?
Some shit.
Yeah, it was
and he folded, but Kramer folded first, then Elaine, and then the rest of them. And it was crazy.
You think the woman would be able to hold back?
That's what they said. They referenced it in the show. And she was like, no, you just don't understand. And she was like, I'm out. Like she folded like the next day. So I think that's what we should do. If you use Twitter, like if you use X or whatever the fuck, like then you gotta say something, but don't use it. The rest of this month.
No. There's some real, because this is not like some just random challenge. Like I really do think it's a little act for a big deal. Like, you know what I mean? Like us being off of Twitter not gonna change the way things are doing. But it at least shows like we're willing to do something, bro.
Facts.
So I got two things for you, right?
So when you gonna trade in your Tesla?
I'd have to look into it. But one,
see, I'll get off Twitter, but you gotta trade in your whole car. It's only fair.
Like, I mean, yeah, right. Great comparison. Two things for you. You also have to sell your stocks in Tesla.
I don't have stocks in Tesla.
You do.
I have stocks in mutual funds, bro, and ETFs.
Still contributing.
Indirectly.
How much do you really care? Indirectly.
Bro, it's like 2% of my portfolio, bro. It's like I literally cannot sell that without selling mutual funds. You want me to get capital gains taxes? You want me to pay those taxes?
For, man? What you fighting for?
You want me to pay the government that's trying to break
the people in this country?
Down?
Fight back.
That is crazy. You a little too embedded in the capitalism to protest that. Like if you show up to the protest, niggas would be like, "Get the nigga, what are you doing here, bro?"
You got a 401k?
But then
you got a 401k?
I do.
Okay, I bet that shit's got some investment in Tesla. You can't.
Perhaps.
That's a slippery
Maybe.
slope. We
Perhaps.
talking about direct
Maybe.
investments and
For sure.
direct input.
That's not even the bigger conversation, right? I
That makes
remember we had a conversation maybe a year ago when you brought up Starbucks and people protesting that. You was like, I don't get the point in that. And what does it do? So what does it change that you're realizing now?
I'd have to revisit what my position on that was.
I don't think it's that.
I would say
deep.
that
I think
niggas
it's
were
a pretty
protesting
straightforward thing.
Starbucks because of the unfair treatment of the workers primarily. But then niggas were also like associating that with like the Palestinian protests.
Exactly.
And I didn't agree with that.
Mhm.
I don't think, to me, I don't like that. I like when we're very like pointed in our focus. It's like, don't lump things in together based on like the impact that they're having, right? Like if the impact is not as correlated, don't correlate it, because then that means that you're shifting our focus. When you could be protesting like McDonald's or Disney, right? Which are having more of a direct impact. Why protest Starbucks for that? Protest Starbucks because they're treating their workers like shit. I personally am not going to do that, right, anymore, because I think, I don't know, the more you start going into the Starbucks and you see how the workers are ass, I don't know, over here, bro.
He said, I kind of get
bullshit.
why.
It made me not want to like, and I'm not saying
That's
that
not
to
where I
say
thought he was
that.
going with it.
Like, niggas don't be, but I would never like order the Starbucks off of the strength. Like, I'll never give them my money. It's always like gift card shit. Like, it's always like, oh, I have a Star Market gift card. You happen to be in the Star Market? Let me see some. You know what I mean? Or my man's about to order Starbucks, be like, yo, let me get one of them matchas. Like, let me like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna do
Everybody
it.
a
But
matcha
listen,
nigga now.
you feel me? But they got the lavender matcha. That shit's crazy. That shit's
I've been
fire.
keeping the advertisements for that.
But at the end of the day, it's just to say, to me, I don't know what your stance on it was, but my stance is always going to be, don't lump in the category. Don't try to categorize everything under, if you care about this issue, you shouldn't be here. Because you also got to remember that like some of these shits are more directly correlated than others.
For sure.
I see a lot of y'all niggas watching Spider-Man and going to watch all your MCU movies and all types of shit. So it's like, come on, let's be real for a second.
I think I don't remember, but if I had to assume, I probably thought it was a little bit silly. It's like the equivalent of like replacing your Instagram like profile screen with black, like to show like solidarity. It's just like certain acts aren't really like directly correlated with the thing that you're trying to stand up for.
I remember this one time, my man's tagged me in some shit. It was like, we're black men. I hit that nigga. I said, don't ever tag me some bullshit like this again. I was like, don't tell me this.
I remember that.
I was like, this is a bad, just ugly times, man. So what are niggas doing, bro?
Now, did y'all see Elon's interview on Fox News?
No.
Where he was like,
that's a crazy statement to ask niggas if they saw. Did you see Elon Musk interview on Fox News?
I don't watch Fox News.
No.
I don't watch Fox News either. I watched someone react to it or bring it up. So therefore, that's
you watch the reaction of the news.
Of that topic.
Gotcha.
Yes, correct.
But why are you finding that? I think it's just so, I mean, Elon's just a spaz, bro.
Yeah.
Because like his biggest...
I'm glad we was on it early too, calling that nigga a nerd and a weirdo, bro. Niggas gassed him up.
His biggest consumer, when you look at the Teslas and everything like that, is usually Democrats coming out of these blue states. You feel me? Like all these Republicans and all these, Republican states never wanted to invest into the whole EV infrastructure.
For sure.
And now he's turning on the people who literally boosted his company. It's like,
facts.
Where are you going with this?
Bro,
what do you like? I don't see.
Well, you got to remember, he's a fucking idiot. Like, don't forget that. Like, that's very important in all of this, bro. Like, he's not smart. Like, he's one of those niggas. Like, niggas will say, like, Elon Musk is the smartest. Everyone always does that. He's not really smart. He's, like, business savvy to some extent. He's not smart.
He's an opportunist.
He's an opportunist.
He had a lot of great opportunity that came across his way.
And he had a lot of bread to move with opportunity on. He's not smart.
Niggas don't even have headphones.
I'm trying to find the short so that, obviously we're not playing it for too long.
Niggas don't got headphones.
No, I'm just going to play it out loud. And then edit it in after. I hope this is the one.
I mean, it's really come as quite a shock to me that there's this level of
really,
hatred and violence from the left. I always thought the left, or Democrats, were supposed to be the party of empathy, the party of caring, and yet they're burning down cars, they're firebombing dealerships, they're firing bullets into the dealerships, they're just smashing up Teslas. Tesla is a peaceful company. We've never done anything harmful. I've never done anything harmful. I've only done productive things. So I think we just have a deranged, there's some kind of mental illness thing going on here, because this doesn't make any sense.
I know this nigga's not talking. Hold on.
And I think there are larger forces at work as well. I mean, I don't know who's funding it and who's coordinating it, because this is crazy. I've never seen anything like this.
There's so many layers to that.
I can imagine, right?
Wasn't his family like responsible in some parts for apartheid? you mean you never seen anything
definitely
like
ties in
this?
that.
Why, go
I
back
can
to South
imagine,
Africa
right?
if you
The
never seen anything
Tesla
like this.
board was like, yo, Elon, the stock is, plummeting a little, it's hurting right now, it's declining. People are out here protesting, they're setting shit on fire. People are trading in their Teslas. You got to go on Fox News and save face. And he goes on there and be like, yeah, they got a mental illness. I don't know what it is, man. Like, fucking idiot, bro. Gaslighting people. Like,
No, but
cook, bro.
these are the things I wanted to break down from what I just heard right there. Him even saying like the Democrats are supposed to be empathetic, like whatever words that he used, like adjectives.
like, so
the
that
party
So what does
of
that mean
empathy.
about Republicans?
Thanks.
You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
That's, I love that you took it
Because
there.
like, shouldn't it be we as a people should be empathetic? We as
he's
people
not
should
from
be
here.
like this. People though, not even as Americans, as people.
It's just tough,
You
bro.
feel me?
Now we the people
Him
shit. He don't
using
get
that
it.
language is very coded. And it's like he even recognized that it's like, oh, if there's one side, there's another side.
For sure.
And I'm not on that side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think, what else did he even say? Him talking about like Tesla as a company is peaceful, but I'm also, it's like, first of all, there's a separation there. You clearly are doing your own thing. You should not contribute that and try to reflect that to the company as well.
For sure.
I hope that the company makes a realization to separate themselves from Elon
I hope.
at whatever loss that ends up leading to, because at the end of the day, no matter what, it's sinking now.
For sure.
You can't get lower than low. You
But
feel
you know
me?
how
Like,
Elon moves.
Nah,
though.
there's a lot lower it can go.
if they
Let's
keep,
take that
that's
shit
if
to
they
the
keep
flow.
Elon a part of Tesla.
I
You
agree.
know
If they
how he
separate
moves,
themselves,
though,
there's
bro.
room to slowly
Build goodwill
build
again.
back up.
Yeah.
Because what they also want to avoid is in this time period and like this flux of people losing like the trust in Tesla. Because I think we could all admit, Tesla, when it first came out, made EVs cool.
For sure.
When they first started coming out, first popping up. Obviously, there's a lot more competition now, but what we don't have in America is the Chinese competition.
Facts.
feel
So
me?
the thing is, there's mad Chinese competition,
And it's a lot out there.
Elon is
We just
actually
don't have them
stopping
here.
them from getting
Exactly.
imported. I see, like Forest Auto
Right.
Reviews. That nigga's nice.
Yeah, nah.
Shout
them,
out
some
to
of them
Forest.
shits be looking
Yo,
crazy.
those-
That's the
I
light
be like,
skin
these
niggas?
niggas is
Yeah,
living in
light
the
skin niggas.
fucking
Yeah,
future.
yeah, facts.
Bro,
But no,
those
They be
cars
in the
is
future.
crazy.
What I know
Niggas
is
be
about to
having
happen.
TVs and shit in the fucking seat, but they be also
Chair row,
having
back
chair
row,
row, you know what I mean?
recliner
They be
slide.
having little fridges and shit.
Yeah,
Yo,
facts,
like, yo, what
facts,
the
facts.
fuck, nigga?
But like
Yeah,
all
And
this
he's
shit,
stopping it from happening.
all
I
this shit is
see,
tied
yeah.
in, especially when you think about the tariffs and America putting itself in a position where it's like almost isolating itself from all these foreign allies that we've once had and these relationships that we're ruining. Other countries are gonna be like, well, we're gonna step in and be those people. We're gonna step in and play that role.
For sure.
China for sure is definitely going to start moving a lot of their products into Mexico, moving it in that market and developing there rather than trying to get into the American ecosystem because we're not allowing it.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
these
mean?
niggas
It's
never
just
played
like-
Risk.
Niggas is not thinking. Niggas is just not thinking.
They
yo.
never-
All
bro.
this shit is moving backwards.
They should play Risk. Give
Yeah.
them a chance to play like Civ or Risk. Give them a chance to like play the game, play a board game, some board game Risk. And they'll understand, we're like, oh, so if we don't have any allies, and then all of the people who are no longer allies with are surrounding us, then we end up losing the game.
Have you ever watched the show Survivor?
So fucking
Never.
dumb.
If you ever watch Survivor, you would realize the person who actually wins is not like the alpha male. It's
Facts.
the person
The
who
most
like
diplomatic?
People rock
just
with.
stayed in the middle. You feel
It's
me?
the one that the
Like,
people rock with the most.
Exact. They stayed with the dominant group, but they weren't like the outspoken leader because the outspoken leader is the threat. Because it's like, all right, we'll keep him as
Facts.
long as it's beneficial.
Yeah.
But then the moment we can get him out of here, we got to because he's our top threat.
No
and like
bullshit.
that's America. Like just eliminating all its allies, and it's like that's not gonna take you far. But with the whole thing about him calling out the lack of empathy or saying, oh, these people are crazy and stuff. No, those people are expressing the
Facts.
highest level of empathy because they're seeing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And
doesn't get
to
it,
the
bro.
people that you're hurting by, well, either you're getting rid of their job,
Facts.
you're cutting their funding or assistance,
Facts.
like all the things that he's been doing, pulling back. That has consequences, and now
Yeah.
people are showing empathy by taking your stock.
Facts. Because you can imagine the majority of people who own Teslas are not like elderly. They're not people that are gonna rely on Social Security like in the same way. You feel me? They're not people that have been like, thinking that by the time they retire, they'll have these benefits and whatever. Like, come on now. Like, you feel me? It's niggas that are like, yo, I don't like what this is. I don't like the impact that this is having on like, or that this could have on like my grandparents or on like, my elders or whatever it might be. So I'm not gonna move like that anymore. But you have to, but here's the thing that we have to understand, right? In order for someone to understand empathy, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have to have had like an experience where they've been disadvantaged. Oftentimes, like they have to have like an awakening of some sort. Most people don't just like, they're not like, we're born with empathy, but we're really like, it's more like sympathy. For me, it's like,
Right.
I feel bad, but I
Right.
won't do anything about it.
Facts.
You feel me? I don't know what
until
that
I
feels
know what
like.
that pain feels
You know
like.
what I'm saying? I don't think that nigga been through shit.
That's the story of humanity, though.
Someone gotta just smack this nigga.
People don't care about nothing until it hits their backyard.
For sure.
That's just the reality of anything.
That's how it goes. And that's a nigga who's grown up, like, you know what I mean? Literally like a child of like apartheid fun.
This is the richest man in the world, literally crying on like, fuck, you just don't understand. Can't even put a coherent sentence together, bro. Oh my God. Now, I will say, I don't agree with people damaging individuals' properties. Like if your car was parked on the side of like, Newberry Street or something.
Would you understand?
I wouldn't want...
Listen.
No, I wouldn't understand.
Not you. I've spoken on this even before. And even then when I brought it up, then it was a very, very small scale. So it's not the perfect comparable like example. But like when I was trying to get on my way to work and then, people were protesting at South Station and like all the trains were delayed and everything like that. It's like, like collateral damage. I get why you're doing this. Do what you got to do. Shake the room up. You know what I mean?
Nah, but that don't inconvenience. Listen, like that inconvenience.
Let me talk,
I got to work 30 minutes late,
bro. Let me talk, bro. I understand and respect collateral damage at all ends, because if you feel like this is what we got to do to really get shit moving and shit popping, I'll chalk it up to the insurance. I'll figure it out. You feel me? Does it suck? For sure. For sure. It would suck, my nigga. That's like, nigga, like, I don't even fuck with Elon. We on the same team. Like, what the fuck? But it's like, damn.
I understand.
That's why you gotta take that badge off.
That's how passionate you feel about it? Damn. Maybe I should feel the same way. I should have moved out quicker. But at the same time,
take the badge off.
For you to... Even then, though, let me talk. Let me talk, bro. Let me talk, bro. Let me talk.
Supposed to.
Even then, right? I think the bigger conversation is that we shouldn't be making such assumptions about people. Like, you don't know me just because, nigga, we're in Massachusetts. Do you think, statistically, if you really just think about it,
for sure,
most people who bought into Tesla are Democrats who want to progress. They have very progressive liberal mindsets.
Yeah, maybe you did
that
it for
does not align with Elon Musk. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, come on, let's think about it. But even then, you don't know me, and to see a vehicle and to then think, oh, I got hatred or vitriol towards this person for this. It's like, nigga, I'm black. Just look at me. Let me hop out. Let me hop out.
You were in the car.
No,
they damaged it.
They're not gonna kill you, nigga. They just want
but it's like, listen, if you saw it, nigga,
it's like, no, let me out.
Like, come on, bro. It's like, yo, look at me. It's like, do you want to do this to me?
No, they're not gonna do it while you in the car, bro. They gonna see your car. Like, you parked.
Like, you're parked
you
right
went
now.
to the store.
Oh, no, I'm hip.
And someone, like,
I'm hip. It's easy to do
no.
when the person's not there, for sure.
I feel you. I don't know if that's a black man's car.
They'd be like, you cool guy.
How would they know?
Like,
they wouldn't.
How would they know? What do I know about you by looking at you?
But that's the biggest
Besides,
point.
you
but
are
that's
black.
the point. You don't know me.
I hear you.
You don't know the owner of this vehicle.
But
why are you doing such things?
And I think that what you're saying is valid, because the assumptions, right? It's like, it's not always going to be valid. It's based on what you're seeing, not based on what you know.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that's valid. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I will say, though, it's the same shit. I might not have to hate you, but I might still have to do what I have to do.
No,
I'm not saying I'm gonna do that, but I'm just saying in general, because
I only disagree with that
boycotts
because
and shit.
that just hurts Eves. You feel me?
But I also think that's counterproductive.
Hurt the dealership. Hurt, like, because that'll actually affect their bottom line.
I agree with that.
Once that moves into Eve's possession, like, what is the damage
like,
Tesla
even
do
that,
to
what
them?
does that do? Because now I'm having
now
a hard time.
They gonna get paid to repair that shit.
Or not, even that, I have a harder time even selling the vehicle now. Because it's damaged or whatever happens with it, it's like I can't get rid of it. So now I'm just continuously driving this car that you don't want to see in the street.
And I think
it's a negative feedback loop.
I agree. It's to me, the biggest thing about it is that niggas will be frustrated and they're acting on frustration. And I think that sometimes frustration takes heed, you feel me, as opposed to logic. I think that's okay. I just don't think that it's gonna end up the way it might not have the intended consequences.
It might not have the intended.
Like, cause I think the intention, right, is that they're like, anytime I see a Tesla, I just want to make sure that niggas know I don't stand for this shit and that you shouldn't either. There's a better way to go about that.
For sure.
You'll just wait for the nigga to come back to the car and be like, yo.
With every seller, there's a buyer.
Like, have they left the shit on your windshield yet?
No.
See?
I have not seen any of that.
So they haven't gotten to you yet.
I've not seen it in real life.
I've seen that in the Boston suburbs.
You're not around niggas that care.
We also live in a very Tesla-heavy environment.
I've seen that in a Boston subreddit, though.
I feel you.
Don't say we.
I've seen that on a Boston subreddit. It's happened here, bro.
Maybe not.
Now,
you need to go to Somerville, Cambridge, Boston, nigga. You can't leave your car parked in like one of those areas for like during a weekday and not see that shit. But that's not you.
Hey, gang, I be out there.
He don't bring his car into the city when he's going to work, when commuting
Fridays,
mostly. Yeah,
weekends.
Yeah,
that's weekend though. And niggas not active.
Even then, there's so many
like
Teslas out there. It's like you gonna get every single one.
They try.
They do.
Bro, I seen a Cybertruck with a bit. They played mad.
That's a different conversation.
I was gonna say that was my one caveat. That was my one caveat. The Cybertruck you can vandalize.
That's a very specific
that
type
person
of person.
knew exactly what they were buying into. Because when that released, Elon was already on his bullshit. Elon already was doing the pump and dump with Dogecoin, bro. Like you knew who you were supporting when you got a
symbolism.
Cybertruck.
is junk on wheels.
So that's what we'll say.
I hate that car. So it's such an ugly ass. It's not even me hating, jealous. Like
turn radius is nasty.
Like you could give me that car for free. I wouldn't do nothing with it.
Turn radius is crazy though.
I'd ride around like maybe like an hour. You feel me? Tell you
seen a nigga make a U-turn that I make every day.
I would not keep that shit. That shit ugly as hell.
Nigga clip the car, bro.
Damn.
Turn radius is nasty.
I could imagine.
Bro, it's a why. Like I make a U-turn going into the office every day. Nigga made that shit, scraped the car, and I was like, just kept driving. I was like, probably didn't even feel it. Probably didn't even know. I'm like, what the
weird
fuck?
times we live in, man.
I'm not going this way. I'm fucking behind him.
Let's have a bigger conversation then, right?
What's up?
Even someone like the Yeezy brand. Niggas shouldn't wear Yeezys no more?
No.
Niggas will still wear Yeezys.
You weird. Don't say
niggas shouldn't do anything related to...
A lot of niggas will still wear Yeezys.
We're not talking about niggas. Let's talk about you.
Me?
Yeah.
I have no reason to not wear them.
Why? The nigga's a fucking Nazi.
Literally.
I can't even say he's
like,
not.
No, I can't even say he's not.
What are you talking about?
He be throwing the Nazi shit on people. He claims that shit.
Like, he's iced out swastika, my nigga.
I'm like, nigga's a Nazi, bro.
Iced out swastika, bro.
Nigga's a Nazi.
That's so crazy to think. Like, the man who made College Dropout
Come on.
is claiming...
I can't even deny he's not a Nazi.
Come on, man.
No, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Come on.
It's been fuck Kanye West, but it's like doubly fuck Kanye West, bro.
Moment for the nigga's really a Nazi.
Wait, he said what? What he's having a moment right now?
He's really a Nazi. Like we're in 2025, it's a black man walking around like, I'm a Nazi.
Yeah, bro, he's a horrible human being. The things he said about Beyonce and Jay-Z's kids
that was crazy.
Are so
he's a bad person, bro. Like, it's really fuck that nigga,
evil.
bro.
Like someone gotta put hands on him for real.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. The thing about Kanye, bro.
Oh my god.
Like the nigga he be weaponizing all his victim shit, bro. My nigga, I don't give a fuck, my nigga. Like you need to grow up. Either grow up, nigga, or grow down, nigga.
Like, they didn't help me. Bro. Get my kids back. Good. Your kids shouldn't be around you.
No
like,
bullshit.
What did he say? Like, oh, when I aligned with Trump, Kim wanted my kids away from.
Good. That makes sense. You're fucking tweaked.
The correlation is amazing.
She look a hypocrite though.
How so?
She left and right, propping up the Tesla robot, fucking with everything Elon related. It's like that's weird.
She's corny for that too.
That's weird.
Very corny.
Yeah, she's corny, but she's not a Nazi.
And at least you're not pushing hateful language. Like
that shouldn't be like the bare minimum.
That's not enough to get
no one should be.
That's not some shit that your kids should get taken away from you for promoting like a brand.
Yeah,
doing like
you should side eye it as a civilian. Like, first of all, she's a part of the elite, bro. She's not for us anyways, regardless. You know what I mean?
I don't rock with you, but yeah, you have kids, whatever. This nigga said, this is crazy, bro. This nigga is walking around with an iced out swastika. You know what I'm saying? Talking about I'm a Nazi. Like y'all niggas, something's wrong with y'all. Y'all don't get it. He's talking crazy about everybody on social media.
Simulation's so broken, bro.
No, I told you, bro. We're gonna go back to that episode, and niggas gonna be like, "Yo, Rob, he was right, bro. Like, we are in the downturn of civilization, bro. It's not gonna get any better than this. It's not gonna get any better than 2016, bro."
That's crazy.
Bro.
2016 was. Why do we do this? Why niggas always go back to
That's my point. Right before Trump became president, bro.
Niggas was like, high school was great.
Music was great.
Crazy.
You feel me?
I think that niggas really just gotta look in the mirror though. No bullshit about going back to the Yeezy shit. It's like, bro, like at the end of the day, it's like, is that really what you support?
That's symbolism.
You know
as well.
what that shit's saying, bro.
For sure.
Like I've been stopped wearing the Yeezys.
And this ain't a fucking car, bro. It's a $200 shoe, bro. You can take the loss on it.
It's a shoe. Niggas have many shoes, bro. And
it's not even a style anymore. Like you can do without it.
To give such things such presence or power in my head. That it's like I'm thinking and associating it to like, oh yeah, this nigga's a Nazi.
Why?
It's just like, bro, it's just a shoe.
No, that's ignorance.
Me wearing the shoe, you think me
bro,
wearing the shoe means I condone Kanye West in this present time?
It tells me you don't care enough.
Now let's go even further.
Maybe not.
You still listen to Kanye's music?
Records that I like.
See?
I'm not listening to the shit that he just dropped when he was talking about I'm a fucking nigger and all that dumb shit he was talking. Like,
he
what?
said that?
Yeah, that's crazy. But
he said, I'm a nigger, I'm a Nazi.
I didn't tap into that album at all.
Some shit,
but you gotta remember, bro, is like, everything is not just based on optics, but it's also based on like what you're showing us, what you value. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's more so what I devalue. I'm not giving it any value in my head to even thinking about it.
To some extent. But I think that mindset is also going back down to what I was saying earlier about like the Tesla shit. Mm-hmm. It's like, you're also exhibiting collateral damaging tactics and or at least strategy in this way. Because it's like, even though this might be something that other people think about, I don't think about it, so it's okay. It's not. It's not bad.
But we all do that.
Okay.
We all do. But nobody,
is,
like,
when you have the awareness to recognize
everyone's
it,
compass is stained.
But we don't always know,
no,
bro.
But exactly. But once you do acquire the awareness to understand what you're doing is dangerous or is symbolic of something that is dangerous to society, you have a responsibility. You can ignore it or not, but you made a choice. But I'll let you know right now.
Actively pay for ChatGPT right now.
What's okay?
That Sam, all these niggas are contributing to this oligarchy system that we're building up. Yeah. Don't give me that. See, that's the same shit. Bro. It's the same shit.
ChatGPT provides immense.
Don't do that.
Don't try to defend it. Don't try to defend it. And efficiency.
And the shoe gives me
nothing. It doesn't do nothing, bro. It'll do the same.
What does ChatGPT do that you can't do?
There is nothing comparable to ChatGPT.
What does it do that you can't do? What does it provide you that you cannot do yourself? It makes me
work 10 times more efficiently.
So work harder.
What, bro? Do you know what efficiency is, bro?
Yeah, you work quicker. You work more efficient.
It's the reduction of time.
I was a little crazy though.
I understand that. I'm just getting lost up in this stupid back and forth conversation because it's the same shit.
Nah, bro, you're denying your responsibility, bro.
You are also denying your responsibility.
Okay, mine is okay. The thing
that's the point that I'm trying to make.
That's the point that I'm trying to make. You could say that's fair, bro, but
it's the same.
I think yours is a little bit more harmful.
It's all harmful. What does it matter?
I'll let you know right now.
You can say one. You can say one is here. Listen. You can say one is here and one is here. It's still on the wrong side.
Yeah, but there's levels to this.
But it's crazy.
Who cares about the levels? It's still on the wrong side. It's still wrong.
We literally just said we about to stop using Twitter.
It's still wrong.
No bullshit.
I'm not stopping.
Everyone picks and chooses, bro.
I'm not
everybody picks and chooses.
It's just like what Jesus said when they was about to stone. What's her name? I forget her name, but the prostitute in the Bible when he was
Mary
like, they was like
Magdalene.
I don't know if it was Mary Magdalene. That's the only reason why I say
last names in the Bible.
Yeah,
it's not only Jesus got one.
What's Jesus' last name?
Christ.
Fuck out of here. Oh my God. But niggas is like, fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. Like, what's wrong with niggas, bro? Wait, no, his name was just Jesus. They call him Jesus of Nazareth, bro. His name was just Jesus. He was Jesus and he was from Nazareth. Jesus.
So where did Christ come from?
It's a title, bro.
It's like, what do you think King James' name was?
Nah, I was kind of spitting though. Like, there really is no last names in the Bible.
There are.
It's
a lot of niggas have last names.
I feel like it's more so where they're from. They attach their region to their name.
Mary Magdalene was
Mary's
a
probably
character.
from like Magdalene or something. You feel me? Like,
no. I think that was actually her last name. But they couldn't name her Mary because that's Mary.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's Mary and there's Mary Magdalene.
Last name's not Christ, bro.
But all this to say is that it's just like what they said, right? The nigga said, they said, Jesus, bro, like you don't condone this, right? You're saying that we shouldn't kill this person, right? But if we don't stone her, then you're also condoning adultery and all this other shit. But if we do, then you're also condoning us killing her. So what are you gonna do
without
now?
Sin, cast the first stone.
He said, nigga, anyone that hasn't done shit, bro, you
go
do
for it.
And niggas started leaving and dropping their stones and be like, all right, this nigga clever. This nigga got us. That's how it goes. To me, it's not so much about like placing the blame.
I feel like you're looking at him kind of puzzled, like what?
No, I know exactly.
Oh no, because you're just looking at him like.
Because I'm not saying that it shouldn't be like give everything up or whatever. But I'm saying that like at the end of the day, it's not about judging people. It's about getting people to make those decisions, encouraging them. Because I do think that the Yeezy shit is kind of crazy right now, especially. It's like, bro, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying?
If I see the nigga walk out of the Tesla with the Yeezys on,
I'm fucking bullshit. No bullshit.
Oh man,
what am I supposed to think? Because like at least
you're Nazi.
You feel me?
So you're not listening.
You're Nazi adjacent.
You're very much saying you're not listening to Kanye's music.
No, sir. I haven't listened to Kanye. I have songs in the like every time I don't skip.
The percentage.
Answer the question.
Yes or no?
The percentage is
drastically
lower.
Yes or no?
It's phasing out. I say that.
It's phasing out.
It's phasing out.
And it took a minute for me.
Drastically lower.
But is it phasing out because of how you feel about Kanye West or more so the quality of the music dropping?
No, it's just I don't have the... I don't...
So you don't listen to All Falls Down no more?
No, I haven't heard that song in years.
Bro,
you don't listen to...
Never Let Me Down is a great example of a song like, okay, I'm not letting that one go.
But he was also... 24 comes on, you bumping that?
I haven't bumped 24 in a little bit, no.
What if it comes on?
Fuck. But the thing is, I'll say this, Never Let Me Down, right, is an example of that. That was a good Kanye, bro. That was like Kanye that was like, my mom sat me on the back of the bus, the same bus where the, you know,
you're separating it based off
it was like, oh
time.
shit, that's when he was woke.
So you're separating based off of the time. That it's like, that person at that time is not a representation of where this song came from.
Yes.
The shoes did not come out from that time era.
They came out while he was wilding though. The nigga was saying slavery was a choice. And then when niggas was like, no, he means like mental slavery, and he doubled down and said, nope, that's not what I meant.
Niggas wasn't drawing the line at that. That's why niggas
I drew the line, nigga. I'm telling you.
You have a pair of Yeezys.
I don't wear them shits,
But you have
bro.
to have bought them at that same time. That's when they came out.
I did.
So then what are you saying?
I don't wear them anymore.
Then he got enlightened.
You're like, hey.
I had niggas talk to me and be like, yo, bro, I really think you shouldn't be wearing those because this is what you be saying and then you're doing this. And I was like, damn.
Wait. Let me address that then. Let me address that then. I think there's a difference.
Because that's the same thing with Kendrick. We'll get into that.
I think there's a difference when...
Kendrick not a Nazi.
No. I know where he's trying to go, but I think there's a difference because when you listen to the music, I'm usually listening, if I'm listening to Kanye, it would be in a personal space. It's in my car, it's in my headphones or whatever. When you step
in private makes it better?
No, I'm saying that when you step outside and you're wearing Yeezys, you're kind of letting other people know like this is okay.
Type shit.
Like I'm not going to the function and begging someone to go play Kanye West, bro.
Guilty pleasures are not the same thing as like being outward with it.
It's the difference with,
That's how some of these
should white people not
through.
say the N-word, but I'm not going to like kill myself over the idea of a white person saying the N-word.
That's how fetishes, a lot of these fetishes got through.
Interesting gray area.
That's how a lot of these fetishes got through though.
But the fetishes aren't
we don't be shaming niggas no more.
Not necessarily taboo. It's just people don't feel
some of them shits got through.
Right in doing that publicly.
Yo, that's not fair.
Charlamagne
the example I just brought up.
I hear you. That's
What's
still
that,
wrong.
Hold on.
That shit's still wrong.
No, it's wrong for a white person to say the N-word, period.
It's because they can't be held accountable. That's the reason why.
If they do it outside, no, if they don't do it in the presence of
other
anybody
people.
else.
Yes, there's no sense of accountability. That's why they're doing it.
No, there's no sense of harm.
There's no sense of accountability.
No, there's no sense of harm.
It is harmful because they're continuously pushing out that habit, that behavior to keep doing it.
Who are they harming?
Who are they harming?
They're even harming just themselves. You're continuously pushing that mentality.
No, that's a good point.
No, deadass.
He grabbed that straws and actually go.
No bullshit.
I'm not grabbing that straws. Did I produce the answer? Did I not?
Because here's my point. Because I agree with you. I just didn't know that's what you were going to say. I didn't think he was going to say. I didn't think he was going to go in that direction.
Well, here we go with it. I said
that's real shit. Because the whiteness is the problem. Because
if you keep doing it behind closed doors, you
increase
keep
their
doing that
audacity.
shit.
It will increase their audacity.
You know what's going to happen? One day they're going to feel the nerve to say it in public.
But it's not. It's not as dangerous as the person who would outwardly say it though and feel comfortable to
not as dangerous.
But it's still, again, we're talking about levels of shit. It's still dangerous. It's still wrong.
All right, but let's address the more severe levels, bro.
Might be more dangerous.
Don't say we're not going to address the higher levels because we not address the lower levels of danger.
That is
you
true.
address it all.
Yeah, but let's prioritize.
Fix the behaviors, period.
No. You have to prioritize. Don't think that's not how it works, bro. Otherwise, we're going to be stagnant because there's going to be no movement toward anything.
Listen, I'll say it like this. There's a lot that goes into that one. I'm not going to lie. The nigga example, like white people saying N-word is kind of loaded because on the one hand, it is also just like recognizing that like white supremacist culture is a disease, right? It's not like just like saying nigga is like a symptom of it, but like if you're saying it and you're white, in any circumstance, you're playing into it and you're then like just continuing to indoctrinate yourself into this thing that you actually don't have to be a part of as actively. So you are kind of doing that.
Is it still white supremacy? I'm just side note question. Yeah. Is it still white supremacy if that white person is just a fan of black culture and it's like they're listening to the music and they're in their car by themselves type of shit?
Yes, it's white supremacist culture. I wouldn't call that person a white supremacist, but they are indulging in white supremacist values and cultures in doing that because where the word comes from. Where it was used by people that look like them against people that look like us, right? It's pretty straightforward, but I do think that that might be, in some instances, that can be more harmful than the outward person because you don't know what that person's beliefs are and their values are when they say it in private. They might just not be doing it outwardly because they don't think that it's okay to do, but they hold on to the beliefs. You know what I'm saying? And the beliefs are really where the harm comes from. For sure. So that's why I'm like, it could be like either or.
Because you're literally conditioning yourself to just continue it.
For sure. And you could also be doing shit behind the scenes with
audacity.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one. I don't think that's the same as like the easy conversation, but I see the direction that you're going in with it.
To be honest.
Well, you're saying that because you're normalizing it for people. It's a part of, you're utilizing it as a part of your aesthetic, as a part of your fashion, your outward expression. But it's like, what are you expressing? You know what I'm saying? We were just talking about that last week when it comes to fashion. It's expression. So it's like, if you're expressing this and people are saying that, people look to you. You know what I'm saying? They see you and as a person, they'll be like, oh, okay, Eves is wearing this and this. So maybe it's okay.
Yo, again.
Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's valid. Maybe
the Yeezys with the Teslas are nasty look in 2025, bro. That's Nazi adjacent.
That's an interesting combo. For sure.
That's Nazi adjacent.
That is.
You gotta think about that.
I'm taking some time to say what you're saying. I don't care about what you just said. That's just like, what the fuck? But like, because at the end of the day, like,
Nazi adjacent is such a crazy phrase.
At the end of the day, it's like, yo.
Okay. I'm just saying. But I really don't want to really
trying to call me a Nazi sympathizer.
I'm not trying to go there, bro. I'm not trying to go there.
Nazi adjacent is
essentially what you're saying.
It's like, I can see how people can see that, though, if they don't know you.
You don't think that's wild, though?
I think that you don't have to wear those shoes.
The Tesla, I'm not gonna give you shit about because like it's real hard to like tell somebody to like just trade in their car.
And it's also like the shoe. It's a good vehicle. Also, it's not like this vehicle itself is causing the damage. It's more so the symbology behind it.
And I also think that Elon, his direct involvement in the creation of the Tesla
very minimal.
Very minimal compared to
Kanye's
direct involvement.
And the Roadster.
Again, he bought himself into his position.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. The Yeezys is a lot easier to get rid of.
For sure.
That's why I think it's a little more inexcusable. But
I think with that, then it's like, why do you listen to some of the artists that you listen to?
Man, why do you keep trying to ask me questions instead of just taking the accountability, bro?
Well, because I think part of it
is it not an open conversation.
That's what I'm saying. Because part of it too is that every time he does it, you didn't try to like figure out a way out of it.
What is that word called? What aboutism or some shit?
For sure.
I feel like that's what we doing now.
But it doesn't. But
I think accountability goes both ways.
I feel like that's valid.
It's the same thing to what you said about Jesus. If you're going to cast a stone, you have to look at yourself as well. Look in the mirror.
All right. So what are you asking me?
You still condone Tory Lanez. You still listen to niggas that it's like, bro, it's so red. Like, what's wrong with you?
I do not condone
that nigga's music, bro.
That's not condoning.
That's the same thing.
No.
That's the same shit.
No. I think it's another word.
Yes.
But
what is the word?
I do not condone his actions.
Give me the word to use.
That's why I laugh.
We could try to discover the word, but I do not condone his actions. I think what he
still
did.
Support him as an artist.
Maybe that I am supporting him indirectly as an artist by listening to his music.
Indirectly.
Yes. Okay, directly.
Indirectly.
By listening to his music.
About this shit.
Well, that's not the music
I don't listen to that album, though.
I don't listen to that.
But still, though, you feel me?
I am a believer in that. If I listen to the music that's not engaged in that harmfulness, like when we talked about Kanye, I'm listening to a more woke version of Kanye in that sense, in the college dropout days. But I do take accountability that it is slightly hypocritical. Now, where that falls on the scale of severity, very low in my book. I don't think it excuses it, but it's very low in my book.
Maybe not, though. I'm not going to speak on hypotheticals, but maybe you could come across a situation where you have someone close to you who goes through such things and you might dismiss it.
Bro, we all got some shit, bro. We was just
We're
talking
all
about
somewhat numbing ourselves to certain things, desensitizing ourselves to certain things because it's in the music, it's in the media. That it's like,
bullshit.
Nigga's he's a woman beater. I like his music.
Okay, we was just talking about that shit with Hogwarts Legacy, bro. J.K. Rowling be on some bullshit, nigga. That game was fun, though. Had to lock in, bro. I wanted to create a wizard forever, bro. I felt bad,
I think it comes down to the fact
that
everyone's a hypocrite to some extent.
Bullshit.
Everyone has hypocritical tendencies.
I show solidarity by making a female character with a male name.
You're a poser.
I'm joking. I'm very much joking, but I thought I was going somewhere with that one.
Trans character in the game was my favorite character, bro. I tied many dialogues with them. You know what I mean? We talked a lot in the game. That's my homie. Don't remember that name, though.
There's a trans character?
Yeah, in the pub.
You could choose who you interact with.
Now you have to interact with them in order to get through some stuff, but there's side missions and stuff.
So I can't give you no props for that.
No, but you gotta. I did a lot of the side missions though. I was genuinely curious about their story, and they helped me out. They had my back in some instances. We fought at a time together.
To the overarching, my last remark, at least on this conversation, is like it's very tough to talk about these things because like I really don't want to be bringing any attention to that man because I feel like all the things he does is
both of them honestly
is driven behind the need and craving for attention. So even if we are discussing him,
who he's talking about as the man.
I think he's talking about Kanye, but it could be all of them.
I'm speaking about. Yeah, I just really don't want to mention his name because I just don't want to bring any power to it. To be honest, like again, it's counterproductive.
Why you do that for him, but not with the other guy, with the Tesla man, when they're on the same type of timing?
We could do that.
And one of them, and the thing
so I'll start being like, he who shall not be named one, and
I can say the black one is a Nazi, but the white one is definitely a Nazi.
Okay, so I'll say the black Nazi and then the white Nazi.
The white one is definitely, but he's been Nazi-ing though.
Okay, so
crazy times we live in.
I don't want to keep discussing about the black Nazi because that's what he wants us to do. Even if we're using our platform to condemn his actions, us talking about it, let alone
negative attention seeking,
it is still bringing attention to him because who knows? There might be somebody watching this who's like, "Oh, you dropped the album? Let me go listen to that. I didn't even know before Bad Community dropped." Like
that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying a couple episodes ago. It's like, to be honest with you, I don't really care about any of this shit because I just don't pay attention. Out of sight, out of mind.
Like, I definitely feel that.
Nah, that one tweet wasn't out of sight.
Which one?
That shit was on sight, bro.
Tried to. He deleted it.
So crazy.
He deleted it though because he knew.
Yo, someone talks about my kid like that, bro.
That was crazy.
You, like, you're not seeing the light of day in the next 6 months.
And
I ain't gonna make it hot right away, but something bad gonna happen to you.
And it's not. He ain't even just stop there. You're talking about everybody's kids, bro. That's
what else did he speak on?
He's talking about Playboi Carti and Iggy.
Yo, Iggy Azalea even said like there was an interaction where he came up to her and was like, "Yo, I jack off to your pictures," type shit. And then
how'd that reach you?
It's Twitter,
this nigga is crazy.
I was like, what?
No. But the crazy part is one of those hip hop Twitter accounts posted that story. The Black Nazi responds to it and says, "It's true."
Yeah, I'm just.
So it's not even like some like crazy claim. Like he's actually saying this happened, bro. He is sicko.
Yeah, let's stop talking.
Bro, what's that?
Let's stop talking about this.
What's that thing called? Conservatorship? Yeah, we gotta get that. We gotta get that going.
Niggas is sick.
Let's stop talking about this.
Niggas is tap.
I think that this nigga, bro, like as we got a reverse Einstein on the one end, right, with the white one,
with the white Nazi,
and then we got a fucking like a narcissistic just sicko, bro, with the black Nazi, bro. It's like this is not good, bro.
There you go.
Let's get these niggas.
Don't meet your superhero. Don't meet your heroes, right? That's what they say. But
nigga, chance, bro. That's what niggas was talking about
that shit earlier.
What the fuck, bro?
What you mean?
Chance the Rapper.
You heard acid rap?
Yeah.
You fucked with it?
No, I never liked his voice.
Okay. But you know the nigga could rap though.
For sure.
Bro, I'm fucking mad, bro.
You said something. You said a tweet or something like you're disappointed in the youth.
Bro, why? This nigga was fucking nice. He was 19. He was 17 and 19, writing that shit.
That's like the right rapping age.
These niggas are the same age and their shit is nowhere near as good. All of them.
With more resources than
type
shit,
had, right?
Bro.
Yeah. I'm heated, bro. I want better for the young people, bro.
I was telling
I want better for hip hop. We need to push this.
For sure.
You got too much.
We're talking about Nas, Earl, all these niggas, bro. Fucking, you said Joey Badass.
Yeah, he was
I mentioned
17.
fucking like
Nas wrote Illmatic at 19 as well. G Herbo made Welcome to Phaseland at 19.
Where and these niggas, I feel like young niggas, it's a lot of young niggas that are not doing it like this no more. I want better for this shit because I'm hearing that and I'm like, yo, this nigga was pushing his pen. These niggas were actually like saying some shit. Like there was the song I was talking about, Cocoa Butter Kisses with Vic Mensa, bro. Like, bro, the nigga could have just stopped that. Yeah, I be getting high. And it's like, damn, I miss when I didn't get them looks from my people. But hey, I like getting high. But the nigga's like, low key though, that shit is affecting my memory. And I don't think that we're like on a good trajectory with this shit. So hopefully shit turns around for us. Otherwise, we gonna be in trouble. That's commentary. I fuck with that. Cause it's like, yeah, smoking is fun. All this shit is fun. The drugs are dope. At the same time, though, there are repercussions that we got to be aware of as a community and hold ourselves to that.
Yeah.
That's now it just be like the drugs, man. The drugs. It's fun. Yeah, I'm fucked up, but I'm still having fun. It's fucked up, but I'm lit. It's fucked up. But and it's like, bro, where the fuck are we going, bro?
It's out of balance. It's like way too sonic heavy. Like the focus on just making it as sonically appealing as possible, and then kind of neglecting the substance.
And that's it. Like it's not even, to me, it doesn't even stop at the substance. It's also about like niggas is damn near glorifying this shit. All the behaviors.
That's true.
And it's like, yo, in the past, it wasn't even like, because then you start sounding like an old head where it's like, back in my day, niggas wasn't rapping about it like that. We was selling the drugs, you know what I mean? If we was doing it, it wasn't like crazy. It was like, you know what I mean? But now it's like, damn.
And that was harmful in itself, but it's like out of a need for survival.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like at least like you could twist the story like
to some extent
to doing that. You know what I mean?
Because then sometime in the 2010s, bro, it like, or in the 2000s, 2010s, it shifted. And niggas started doing the drugs because it was fun and just promoting it. Like Wayne with the lean and all the shit and all them southern niggas with the lean. And then niggas started talking about the pills. And it's like, what happened, nigga?
They starting to fiends, bro.
Where are we going, nigga?
I was about to say it might be more damaging that
scared.
They're fake talking about selling drugs and all that. If they're most likely not.
For sure.
It's just reaching more people and planting like that facade into their mind. Oh bullshit.
Like I don't think the rapping about killing niggas is that bad. In my opinion. I don't think that's the worst of it. I think that it's everything else.
Why do you say that?
Because I feel like a lot of times when niggas is talking about that, it's either pure cap or it really happened. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't think niggas is like, yeah, bro, this nigga just rapped about killing all these niggas, and then they suddenly rapped, and then they suddenly start killing niggas.
Are you saying that because you
it's
think
like the GTA effect? I don't think that's real.
You think the pipeline from listening about pill usage to getting pills
to actually
is
doing drugs
so much easier
so
than
much
like,
easier.
Like, okay.
And actually murdering a person.
Yeah.
I think that is like way less likely. It's like what they said with GTA. In GTA, like I killed mad niggas.
Oh, like the kids on.
I've killed infinite amount of
and
niggas.
I've never thought about killing anybody in real life.
Never.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I've never even thought about it. But the drugs, though, that's a different story.
Because there's low barriers to the access and the ability to do it. Yeah,
that shit don't. And also the way that it even looks. A lot of times when niggas talking about killing people, it's like That's a lot going on, nigga.
You got
bullshit.
trauma you got to deal with now. You broke a family.
Niggas is talking about, when they mention one nigga, they mention like 3 other niggas, and they're like, I'm like, damn. So if I kill one nigga, bro, then it's like, because then someone told me this early this week. They were saying that in the gang community, you feel me, when you're talking about crashing out, you're talking about running up on your ops, that's basically a form of suicide. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's important to understand, that there's nuance behind it based on the lifestyle that you live. Because like, you're only doing that with the knowledge that, yes, they're going to come for me and I'm probably not going to make it. But I gotta slide from my man or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you know what comes with that.
Can you say the same thing about the drug usage that is self-induced medication?
I think to some extent. But
like
I think
them trying to numb themselves and just take themselves out of reality?
Sure, to some extent. But I think that the way that they talk about it a lot of times doesn't sound like that.
I feel like how they easily get themselves into it is just the idea of knowing that like it's such a temporary feeling that if this doesn't go well, it's like, okay, well, I at least tried it, whatever the case is.
Sure.
You feel me?
Niggas
like,
is just curious.
Death is permanent. You know what I mean? So like that's a very hard decision to make. But like the 3-hour effects of whatever drug I use or whatever, like that's low barrier.
And it's crazy because I think that a lot of times as a community, like we're not doing anything about it. We normalize it too. Like I remember when I first was in a studio session, I seen a nigga popping pills, bro, before we got there. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, what? I'm like, are you dead ass, nigga? No, don't wet me, nigga. This is fucking weird. I'm not going, nigga. What the fuck are you getting into? And niggas is looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, nigga, what the? All right. Y'all, hey, enjoy. I'm not doing this shit.
Enjoy.
You feel me? I'm like, niggas, I remember niggas used to be in the studio, niggas would have a little Henny and like, shit like that. Like, y'all niggas is popping pills in the booth? Y'all niggas is sipping lean?
I don't know.
To record?
I don't know if niggas would be smoking weed if it wasn't for rap music.
Nah, I mean, on a cultural level. Well, maybe not, I don't know.
Rap
maybe
music,
I don't know.
culture, like, again, if there was an imagery that made it seem cool.
Niggas do fuck with
you
the
gotta answer that for yourself. Did you do it because you're like, oh, rappers talked about it, I wanted to try it?
My friends.
So then also, why did my friends?
I mean,
then that's just like,
there's a lot of factors.
Let me say this. Let me correct
it. Weed is one of those, it's a lot of factors.
Let me correct
every drug, but
let me correct it. It's more that when the idea was then presented, right? What I don't have negative correlation with this because I see imagery where it's like
it's not
it's acceptable.
End of the world.
It's like not the end of the world. I never did cigarettes. You know why? Because I'm seeing the fucking video. I lost my lungs. And like, yo,
that shit work.
I'm not playing around with that.
Shit work.
Me? Like, niggas doing crack and like selling their kids video games, bro, for money, bro. Like, I see that and I'm like, I'm never doing anything like that.
That is
true.
Feel
me? There's just not enough negative stigma on that, you know? Like, again, I'm sure.
The way that niggas portrayed crack was crazy. In all them 90s movies, I was like, yeah, I'm staying away from that.
Never.
You got me. You feel I'm afraid.
So hopefully, you never want it to happen, but you would think like people like Juice WRLD and situations like that are enough hazard stories for you to kind of realize like that ain't the path you trying to go down.
Juice WRLD is such a weird situation to begin with, though. Like,
that wasn't a normal circumstance. Like, I hear you.
You didn't even have to go down like that. Talk to the police, figure it out. We don't even got to talk about it.
Like I said, that fentanyl shit, that should be enough reason for niggas not to be playing with the pills.
Yo, and it's crazy because with a lot of the young people now, they have an understanding to some extent of like the repercussions of some of the shit. A lot of shit might be laced, you feel me? You never really know. So it's like you gotta be careful where you're getting shit from. But then they also be like, where do I get it? If I can't, I'm young and I want to do drugs. Where am I? I gotta get it off the aftermarket. I have no choice. I'm not old enough to do it any other way. So fuck it. And that's the thing that gets me. I think they have a lack of value for life.
Instead of not doing it, I'm going to just have the Narcan on me. That'd be crazy. There's niggas walking around like,
shit.
Oh, shit. Man.
And I think it's interesting to me. I think that there's just such a like generation to generation, there's divides for sure on like the ways that people engage with drugs and even some of the reasoning. And I think a lot of it's consistent as well. But it's just very interesting to me now, like, because I think about like from a hip hop connotation, it's like, niggas are more obsessed with like the act of just being able to do something so you can rap about it or you could talk about it. You feel me? And it's crazy because it's like, my nigga, you're not even rapping that well. And that's my problem with it. Nigga, if you rap about drugs, nigga, you doing it on a level that Chance was doing it back then. Hey, we might have to get you a deal, nigga. I'll back it, nigga. I'm gonna get you in them rooms.
More power.
If you was poetic with the shit,
that's what the drugs get you. It's like, shit.
But that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. Niggas is leaned out, bro. These niggas is rapping in like the wackest verses, wackest flows, most repetitive bullshit. And can't even rap without getting high or whatever. Like, you're not hip hop, my nigga. You're not tough.
That's valid.
You're chips.
That's valid.
So
I think we also need to acknowledge, let's not also ignore the fact that this shit's also manufactured.
For sure.
You feel me? Like, there's powers at play that influence the infiltration of these drugs into people's lives.
Most
you feel me? You can even think about it on some basic shit about food. Like I was just watching a video the other day of like how sugar.
I hear you.
Like how sugar even
but them
became
shits
so.
come with instructions. Like they
about?
not supposed to be in the hands of people who ain't prescribed it though.
For sure.
I'm not defending it. You feel me?
But
like,
saying that
they weren't manufactured to be abused.
For sure. Well,
I'm talking about even
to some extent.
I don't
when
know,
we talk
bro.
about the leniency of how easily they prescribe it,
no,
there's argument for
You're
that.
right though. They're not manufactured to be abused. I think that or misused in any way. You're right. I think it's more so like in the way that we kind of get indoctrinated into some of that usage though.
Okay, I
mean, like we talked this week about like how a lot of people become addicted to like pills and shit because they were like athletes that got injured. You feel me? And then they prescribe them like high ass doses. And if you ever get a refill, then it's like your chance of addiction is like crazy.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible not to if that's how you're recovering. You know what I'm saying? So like,
no, there's validity to that.
There is indoctrination into it in different ways, and I think with the sugar, it's like getting your body used to process food, so you can't process it. You can't function without it.
They're talking about how like they first did it with the U.S. soldiers. Like how they had them, like they had sugar packets in their, what do you call it, rations? They tried to get them hooked on it, like getting them, adept to like their sugar intake. They're like, yo, but that's not moving enough. Because they went back home, but they wasn't really hooked on the sugar. So like, okay, boom. We're going to make cereal such a big part of the breakfast meal. You feel me? And like the sugar content, how high sugar was in the cereals that the kids are hooked on it now.
Marketing
it's
to the kids,
all
so
the foods,
forever.
every product that it's like, oh, these niggas knew what they were doing.
Yeah, so they last forever.
You feel me? They knew what they were creating with this shit. And I think it's the same powers at play that manipulate a lot of things that we deal with.
Bro, no bullshit. Hey, niggas got a point. I just want better raps, nigga. I'll be honest.
I hear that.
Maybe it's selfish, bro. But I was like, man, I don't care if you're doing the drugs. Just rap better.
I want a better world, bro.
I want
a better world.
A better world
can lead to better raps. Exactly.
Maybe though.
Now, niggas would have something to actually talk about.
Niggas do have a lot to talk about. I feel like the hard world makes it so that you have more to talk about.
Maybe.
Nigga, this nigga Nas, you think Nas would be fire if crack never existed, bro? Come on, bro. If the projects never, come on. Sometimes the struggle really do. That's what we said. Niggas don't struggle enough.
Niggas don't struggle
niggas is not
enough.
struggling enough. But all I know is I want niggas to just rap better, bro. Focus on the lineage, focus on the studying up the game, you feel me? And get your pen up. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking about people
that's all
who could be rapping better.
That sounded crazy.
I'm curious to know a week later how you feeling about the music album by Carti?
Playboi Carti?
Because we had our takes on it last week. We weren't recording, but we were just talking amongst each other. Just like I felt like I was kind of aged out of it. You said, you know, I don't know what I said. I don't know. I mean, just what are your thoughts?
I don't know if I actually said anything. Now I think about it. It's cool. Like, I don't feel anything really. I'm not like greatest album in the last decade. I'm not like greatest album in the last 5 years. I'm not even saying maybe greatest album in the last 3 months. I don't.
You saying it sound like you trying to get out that deal?
It wasn't the best album of that week.
I did say that. I do feel like this is a get out of the deal kind of album. It's like 30 songs is crazy. I don't care what artist you are.
32 now.
2 more uploaded on DSPs?
Mm-hmm.
How you know you went back?
I seen the Twitter post.
Well, the thing is, you're looking at it like he wanted to get out the deal. I think the reason we actually got the album is because the label stepped in and said,
yo, there's a lot of money on the table.
We're dropping this. I don't care where it's at this point. This is coming out.
Both things could be true.
Yeah.
Both things could be true. I think he's at a point, you cannot deny it though. He's one of the biggest rappers right now.
We definitely are.
You can't deny that.
And the thing is, it's mind-boggling to me that people have given him that much power to make. I can't wrap my mind around. It's not even like, oh, he's just cool, and there's just like people who listen to it.
I don't care about the consumer.
But what is the obsession with it?
Right? Because the consumer is whatever. People can listen to whatever they want to listen to. More power to you.
But that's the fascination about him.
I'm not going to dictate that.
His effect on people.
I'm more so surprised by just his career's trajectory and the people who've been championing him within the industry. This nigga, he's worked with some of the biggest artists out consistently.
And what's confusing to me is like, I don't know what he did to earn it, bro.
Niggas really fuck with this nigga.
I don't know what he did to earn it, bro. He's not a good performer. He doesn't make good music.
I can't, bro.
Can I be honest with you?
I still can't believe there's a song with Playboi Carti and Madonna together. It's like, I would never think to hear those two names together in 2016.
I think people just like him, bro.
I would never think that.
Do people like him or do they want to attach themselves to
him and his motion?
Influence? Because I think it's fair to say Kendrick.
I'm talking about young niggas.
It looks
like,
that's how it comes off to
Kendrick?
me when I see all these Kendrick features
I don't know
on
their
the
relationships.
album.
I can't
It
speak
seems
on
like this is
speak on that. I don't
like
know.
Kendrick don't do a lot of things. That's
Kendrick,
like that's
he's with Rich the Kid, bro. I think Kendrick just fucks with whoever he fucks with.
What Kendrick features besides Cardi though? Are you talking about? Because this is like SZA.
No, but I'm this.
No,
but this is exactly what I'm talking about.
That wasn't SZA. It's actually Jhené Aiko.
Her newest shit? No, I'm talking about which Kendrick features.
Oh,
I'm just saying because I think
that Kendrick has worked with.
No, but I mean, it's just one artist though.
But this is the example I'm talking about.
I can't think of too many features that Kendrick has given people in general.
Really give that many features.
Wait, so okay, if you're misinterpreting what I'm saying, I'm just saying Kendrick don't do a lot of things.
No, you're saying Kendrick's attaching himself to Cardi.
No, he's saying that people are attaching themselves to Kendrick to get their motion.
No,
wait, what?
He's saying
originally I said
Cardi.
Even with the example of Madonna.
Okay.
I think people attach themselves to Cardi
because he has a lot of emotion
for his influence, not because they might actually like him or his music.
So what's the Kendrick?
And then I'm also saying I think that's how Kendrick ends up being
on the project.
On the project 3 different times.
He's also attaching himself to Cardi.
Oh, he's attaching himself to Cardi.
I agree.
And then my rebuttal to that was Kendrick has made music with Rich the Kid. Like, I think he's just gonna do what he wants to do.
I also don't think some of those songs.
I don't know. Kendrick don't do a lot of things where I'm looking at it like, oh, that's nasty behavior. Like Kendrick don't do it. Kendrick moves with like for the most part. I feel like Kendrick moves with integrity for the most part. This didn't feel like
Does
that.
he move with integrity? Yes, but it's hard because like I think he's just a. What's the word I'm looking for?
Contradiction. He's
just a gray ass nigga. It's like I don't know what your temperature is. I don't know what you think. You say one thing 1 minute, you do something else the next. It's just like I don't know.
I feel like we know what the nigga stands for.
Do I?
Yeah, bro.
I don't know. You do know what he stands for. He might be doing different than what he stands for.
So then you really stand for it?
Nigga, do you?
If you're doing other things,
just talking about that.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's a hypocrite for sure.
But I think that is one thing to be a hypocrite and then be like excuses.
But to
another thing to just move
in the same time frame is kind of interesting, bro.
I mean, a nigga just moving himself.
You calling a nigga a deadbeat. You're working with a deadbeat.
Break that down for the people because that was a narrative that was going on when the album dropped. The people calling Kendrick a hypocrite.
His whole beef with the Canadian man. You feel me? We're going nameless this episode. You know what I mean?
The Canadian man ain't do nothing.
Compton Killer versus the Canadian man.
You feel me?
The Canadian
but
coon,
like,
if you will.
One of his angles against Drake was talking about you're a deadbeat. You feel me? You're a lowlife. You're a loser. You're not there for your children.
You're bad for the culture.
You have a daughter that maybe real or not. You're not in her life. Whatever, right? Same thing for Playboi Carti. We have a woman who's constantly talking about, hey, you're not in your son's life.
Yeah, you don't want me in this conversation. I was about to get crazy. I was about to get crazy.
Because it's a white woman.
Deadbeats come in all colors.
Because a white woman.
Can't say nothing.
But
can't say nothing. I'm not involved in this.
I'm not. Listen, like I said, my moral compass is flawed. I don't know. It's not my stance, but these are the things that I'm seeing being spoken about.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's like, it's a fair point.
It's fair.
It's a fair point.
Fair is fair.
So he's a hypocrite for being on this Playboi Carti album.
Records dissing a nigga about the same things that you are collaborating with the person on this project.
That you claim that you don't condone.
That is your evil twin.
Fair is fair.
Y'all locked in.
Hey, he said this is evil twin.
That's his evil twin. Locked
fair is
in.
fair.
Yo, the thing that bothers me the most.
Said, you're my good twin. That would be crazy. Evil twin? Hey, maybe you don't know.
The part that bothers me the most.
My evil twin? How do you my evil twin?
Them Kendrick features were ass.
No.
I don't mind. I don't mind Backdoor. Backdoor's cool.
Like I don't need them, bro. I don't need them. I don't mean
they're
ass.
It's not chips.
I don't mean they're ass, bro.
It's not chips. I just don't think
the connection wasn't
clicked
there.
For me.
Not at all.
It
felt forced. It just.
I think that how does this album is that? I'm sorry. This album is not good, bro. This shit is not structured well. The shit is fucking this random shit happening all over the place. It's mad sporadic. It's weird.
And even
like,
the
there's
joints,
good moments, but it's weird. It's
even
not
the
a good
joints
album.
that y'all played me and was like, okay, it's not bad, but it's like
songs.
It's not also clearing my like. I'm
coming
back to it, like you know what I mean. Like it just cleared, like
there's some good songs on there.
It's cool,
but I don't think this is a good album. So to me, I don't take this seriously. I think that everything that's on here is like grain of salt to me. Even the Kendrick features, I'd be like, bro, are these even real songs? Are they finished products, or is it just like you're just playing around in the studio and shit?
Yeah, I feel you. The
and
quality,
you never know how it comes out.
Like the quality and whatever. Sure, I get that. But at the end of the day, he still made music with the nigga.
No, for sure.
I think that's the bigger conversation.
Hey man, listen, I've been in the studio with a lot of niggas, man, and I regret.
Did the songs come out?
Some of them, and I regret it.
Without your permission?
Hey, nah, I get permission, but I'm saying I regret it. But it is what it is. You feel me? Fair is fair, like I said.
I think it's interesting
I'm talking
to
about more
see
the quality of music. I don't really care about the morals behind it. I think that's just, like you said, it's great shit. It's like, nigga, why are you making music with that nigga if you're saying this thing? I think fair is fair.
I wanted to. That's what it comes down to.
That's
all it comes down to.
Fair is fair. So niggas can say that, and you can also say, you can have your justification, but it still happened.
For sure.
And I think that's fair.
For sure.
What I'm saying is the quality of music, though. Because I think what you're saying, like, there's one that I think is decent, and the rest of them are like, Like I wouldn't. What is wrong with y'all niggas?
What you about to say?
I think what's interesting is
be doing drugs.
He says he doesn't.
I think
I hope not.
What's interesting is
at the tour.
Is Kendrick kind of getting the treatment of what comes when you're in that top position?
Perhaps.
Because the tolerance is a lot lower. Like when Drake was in that position to be in the top guy, like the tolerance or people coming out the woodwork to just hate on every little thing that you do is higher when you're in that top position. So instead of people wanting to boost you up to, it's like that, it's kind of just the saying, I don't know if it's a saying, but it's like people champion you up until you get.
Yeah, once you're at the top, there's nowhere to go but down.
Exactly.
But I don't think so though. They've been doing this with Kendrick every time.
You think so? It really didn't feel like
when what's it called? When that whole project dropped, Mr. Morale, you feel me, and the Big Steppers, having Kodak on there, niggas was flaming him. He was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Why do you do this?" A lot of niggas still just like, "Why does it make sense?" Like when he's in, like what's it called in Auntie Diaries and he's saying the F word, F slur and all this shit. Niggas
That's
never.
Fair.
And but the thing is, but here's my thing.
Allegiance with Dr. Dre.
Facts. But here's my thing with Kendrick. Here's the reason why I think like I do fuck with Kendrick, and it goes back to the Chance the Rapper shit. That nigga good at taking criticism. He don't dismiss the shit that niggas say. That's something that I think is like important if you're at the top or whatever position you're in. He's not gonna dismiss it. That nigga heard what niggas was saying about the F slur and he said, artistic integrity, never performed the song. And he said, I'm not performing it on tour. He was saying all types of. Can I be
real with you?
He was saying all types of
horrible song to perform.
But niggas was saying all types of shit about how misogynistic he was, saying like first time I fucked a white bitch and all da.
Yeah.
And he changed the words on tour. He's like, I'm not gonna say that, right? I'm gonna continue to keep the message of the song, but I'm not gonna say those words because I understand that that's not part of my message. It's not necessary.
I gotta think about that.
Conveyed. They said that Kodak was planning to be on the tour with him. Didn't have him on tour. And I'm not saying that's not confirmed, but again, it's one of those things where it's like, at least the nigga's not being like, all right, let me just keep moving in this direction and say, despite y'all, this is my whatever. Yeah. He's saying, it makes sense what you're saying, and I understand it. So I'm not going to continue to move in that direction, but I'm not also going to take my art away because I think that I created it in that way. I'm not going to shy away from that, which a lot of artists do.
And if that's how he's moving,
that's something. That's something to me.
I salute that because I'm not going to expect no man to be perfect.
No bullshit.
And I appreciate Kendrick because he acknowledges that he could be a hypocrite, that he's flawed and everything. It don't excuse you from criticism.
Sure.
But
the same shit with what No Name said about like when she put out her tweets and shit. And J. Cole responded directly and niggas was like, bro, your response is just telling us everything we need to know, bro. You're not understanding what she's trying to tell you. Like she's not saying that you're a bad person or whatever. She's saying you have a platform and you can do more and you're not doing it. And it's interesting that you're also at the same time presenting yourself as this person. So just do more. And the nigga was like, who are you to tell me to do more? What you mean by that? You know what I mean? It's like, well, she's a black woman, bro.
Nigga made a whole song.
And it's crazy. But then they, you know what I mean? But Kendrick didn't address it. Nigga was outside. And then the nigga also, he addressed it on the album, Mr. Morale. And he was like, you know what I mean? This is what I was dealing with at the time. And he's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't do more. I hope to do more in the future. That's different. I just think that the nigga's a different nigga. He know what accountability is. Like he's low key, he might be humble, bro. Dare I say. That's nasty. I don't like that humble shit. Like too much humility, bro. Like, but I respect it, but I don't know if I like it though. I don't know if I'm rocking with that.
I'm low key like,
because then you just keep making mistakes. And then you don't do songs with Playboi Carti and shit. And then it's gonna be like, now it's a whole other thing. Now what you gonna do? Not perform them songs? Or when the videos drop, no video for that? You're gonna be like, that's why I didn't do that. I don't know if I like that. I got questions, bro. I got questions about this nigga.
I'm looking forward to May. I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, the show.
Yeah, we got to.
Yeah, facts. SZA, bro. No bullshit.
For real. Now, this is a side note. We don't really have to go into a whole conversation about it unless you guys want to. I don't like the Doechii industry plant conversations. You feel me? I feel like if you're talented, like I don't care how you get here. You feel me? It's marketing, whatever you got to do to give yourself a bad.
If she was ass and
it was forced,
yeah. Chips.
But
I don't think it's forced. Or
there was one thing I seen though where I was like, I'm kind of tired of seeing this girl on my fucking screen, and it was that Will Smith, Tatiana Ali shit. And I was like, you had no reason to be in this video. That shit pissed me off. I was like, why is she in this video? Did you see that video?
I saw that.
Like they Will Smith and Tatiana Ali, like, you know, were on the Fresh Prince together, and they recreated that scene where like Will's like dancing behind her, and then
Doechii
Doechii
the first season,
yeah.
When Doechii spawned in that video,
comes out of nowhere. And like takes the middle, like she
very
like
strange.
Puts herself in the middle of it, and they do a little TikTok dance together or whatever.
It might be because she's gonna be in a music video.
I was about to say, like, are they working on something right now? That's why they're all together.
I thought that's what it was gonna be.
I don't know. I seen another video of Tatiana Ali and and Will Smith doing some other thing where they like looked back at their Fresh Prince days. So I don't know, bro.
We'll see.
We will, but like I seen that and I was just like, kind of tired of seeing this girl. Like, and I don't want to be like, I don't want to hate you just because I see you too much.
I don't agree, but I feel you.
Getting me there if you keep fucking doing this.
When she was on the red carpet with the pussy out, I ain't like that.
She wait,
that was real?
Yeah.
I thought she was just wearing something like skin toned.
Maybe.
She pulled a Bianca?
You think so?
That's what I thought.
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Like her
Maybe
skirt,
I'm a fool.
Like, it was like the slit. And then like, the shit was out.
Maybe I'm a fool. Maybe I'm bugging.
I just thought she was wearing something that was like her skin tone.
It might be. But I don't know. If not, I ain't like that. I ain't like that. Not because
that's Hollywood shit.
Not because of the expression part of it, but because I'm just like, damn, like, I feel like I ain't need to see that. I feel like that's to me, that's like, yo, what's going on?
But why not though?
Because I didn't consent to that.
You want to see that.
You feel me? Like that's how I feel about stuff like that.
You consent to just
genitalia, bro. Genitalia. I'm not talking about.
No.
She's wearing like white.
I can't
I'm not talking about like breasts,
I could go on my.
I'm not talking about genitals.
Make this sound just post some shit. And it's like I didn't ask for that. I'm not mad at that.
I'm talking about genitals specifically.
I feel
it's like I feel like I didn't consent to seeing that, so I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like that. I will say actually, you know how I feel. I don't like it. That's what I'll say about that. Like if a nigga has his dick out on the red carpet, I'm be like, my nigga, no, what the? I don't want to. I did not consent to you to having visual access to your genitals, bro. No, sorry.
They wouldn't let that shit fly.
Don't agree.
It wouldn't happen.
Like I said, you can have your ass out, you can have your titties out. But come on now, genitals, bro. That's like, come on, what are we doing? I don't agree. Maybe that's me though.
I'm glad. I'm glad
I'm conservative.
I'm glad you brought the caveat of the button.
I don't care about none of that. Genitals is crazy to me.
That's what I was about to say. Cause I was like,
because I'm gonna let you know.
I see something and I'm
the
like,
only difference between that being harassment to me
is level of attraction.
There you go.
Doechie's very attractive.
That's
genitals,
why I'm not mad about that.
Once he brought up that, I was like, I can't say nothing to that.
Yeah.
I was like, you got that.
Now,
I'm about to get you.
Yo, speaking of which, y'all seen the black Nazi with his ass out in the denim jeans?
No,
old, bro.
Huh?
That's old.
That was old.
That's old. Right. They probably just bring that back up.
Yeah,
what kind of world are we living in?
Like,
y'all seen the black Nazi with his ass out in the denim jeans?
I don't think with the denim or leather. It was like
these are sentences that like you couldn't tell your grandparents.
I don't know, bro.
I would kill them, bro. That would
2025.
All right, let's do some quick hits. All right.
I thought you were recording.
Huh?
You don't got to.
What do you do some quick hits. Some stuff that we seen on socials, been bubbling.
Bro, this fucking AfterPay shit for DoorDash, that's not wild.
I was gonna throw that out there.
That's just wild.
Thanks for stealing my thunder.
Nigga, we in bad times. Niggas is going in debt for the food.
Yo, if you have to make
for some McDonald's.
That's tough.
If you have to make 4 weekly payments to get that Chipotle, is crazy. You have to reevaluate your financial situation.
Is there a limit? I think there's a limit though on how much you have to spend.
But it shouldn't be
access it though.
Done at all.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I'm a big believer. You shouldn't buy it if you can't afford. I'm not opposed to using credit cards. Like if you responsibly use a credit card, then there's a lot of rewards to that. But you also shouldn't be buying things that you couldn't afford to buy with cash.
Nigga, let alone
fast
food, bro.
It doesn't have to be fast food.
But okay. But
I don't agree with it either. I just think
that's how
funny.
it's presented. You feel me? And it's like,
think about it this way.
I have one caveat. Because now I'm actually being responsible and thinking you could use DoorDash to get medical stuff from CVS.
Saying, bro. There's different stuff that you buy on there.
So I know it's funny to think about the person.
Do that. Why do you have to put it into 4 different
Because they might
payments?
not be able to afford it right now, but they still need it, bro.
Yeah. You might need that.
I think that niggas should also
It's a dangerous slope, though.
Okay, it can be. So is everything. Bro. So is everything. So is even eating fast food, right? But at the same time, it's like, bro, man. I hear you, but imagine this. Because I don't even care about the medical. I'm thinking about it from a food perspective. Imagine that you need to feed your family and you need this food. You're not going to have money till tomorrow or whatever it might be. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have it, but you need to feed them still. Go ahead and make it happen. You feed them and then you'll worry about it tomorrow.
I'd hate my life if I was.
I hear you, but that's not your life, though. And some people live like that, bro. And I'm just saying that.
I know it's very unfortunate, bro.
Before they even have a bank account.
I'll say it like this. I'm surprised that this didn't happen sooner. Niggas is doing AfterPay for supply, for bags and shit. And I'm like, that to me is like, my nigga, come on. If you don't got it, you don't got it. Why are you, you shouldn't, I'm not saying you shouldn't have it, but that's opulence. You don't need it.
Yeah.
You do need food, though. That's a fact. You do need medical supplies. That's a fact. To me, it's I think that's valid.
You got me switching my stance. Yeah, okay.
It's still funny, but it's valid.
It's funny in the case of people just irresponsibly using it for fast food. Like
niggas
that,
like, damn, I need that fucking Chalupa Supreme.
Like, I already know there's about to be a college kid going stupid with that shit, not even thinking about like, are you really fucking yourself up right now?
For sure.
But there's one circumstance where it might make sense. That splitting your payment of for the plan B could save you thousands of dollars down the road.
Condoms are free. They're accessible.
You could use you could buy the condoms on a
But the condoms are free though. Most condoms be free.
Not the good ones.
They're still effective.
No,
I'm
gonna say the good ones is crazy.
That's just marketing.
We trying to enjoy,
that is marketing.
bro. We want the ultra thin, bro.
So they really got
we want to make it feel like we not wearing nothing, bro. What you mean?
Bro.
What?
Y'all not spending, bro. Come on.
Nigga, no, that's
I feel you though. I don't go for the free ones either, but they all do the same shit.
I feel you.
You can get the good ones for free too. You ever been to the clinic, bro? I never used the free ones,
so I don't know.
They got...
Yeah, but they be having mad shit in there.
I might go.
They be having the skins, nigga. No bullshit.
Oh yeah, no, like you lose like a loose bucket. You just grab a
bucket. Skin's good, bro. That's my favorite one.
It be free.
Skin that joint. Like
I think talking about like the generic shit.
Talking about the generic shit. Can we get a skin sponsorship, bro? I will be here doing ad reads for skin because I'm about sponsoring things that I believe in.
No bullshit. Hey, listen.
Oh,
no bullshit. That's what niggas need to do. Niggas need to start thinking about it on that end. It's like, listen, we promote safe sex, bro. You don't need the plan B if you're using the condom. And if you don't like using the condom,
plan B is slippery slope too, because you don't know how that affects our hormones and stuff.
But you know, skins is good for all.
My baby might come out with 4 eyes, bro. It's gonna be wicked, bro.
Where do I look?
It's gonna be wicked. Anyways,
that might be on par with the Black Nazi.
That was one of the quick hits that we doing. All right, the other quick hits. Y'all seen Cordae do the Tiny Desk tribute to his mom?
No,
that was super dope. That was super dope.
I didn't know it was about his mother either, so I'm happy.
It was his mom that was singing.
So,
the song is about his mom, but he also brought his mom to sing with him at the Tiny Desk.
They sampled one of her songs on the record, and she's performing that like the sample parts of it.
And I learned more about the lore. She was on American Idol. Yeah. She was on Making a Band on Diddy's show and stuff like that. So she was an aspiring artist in herself. So
she had opportunities. Things didn't work out.
Yeah. Well, the opportunities didn't work out because she got pregnant with him.
But look at it now.
To some extent.
Yeah.
Some of it happened after he was born.
Maybe.
Like, and it's cool. Like it's just that's where I'm saying some of it just didn't work out.
That's a nice story.
That full circle moment, I just feel like if we're gonna get on this podcast and talk about all the negative and crazy shit going on, like I gotta shed light on something like that. That's super dope. Cordae's a very talented artist. He dropped a good project.
You listen to it now?
No, I
how can you say that then, bro?
Because you told me.
Okay, that's valid. See, that's valid. It was a good project.
Not valid.
No, that's valid.
Another nigga tell you something's good, you just run with it without finding out for yourself.
He believed me.
I also listen to Cordae music. I know he's nice.
Yo, I heard niggas say it's nice. Nate said it was good. But like you say, it's a good album.
Yo, the thing is,
your word.
It is good, bro. It is good.
He doesn't know that.
He does because I told him, bro.
I believe it.
Come on, bro. He know it now because I told him, bro. You might not know, but he knows.
It'd be worse if I lied to Nate and said I did listen to it to let it slide.
You might have.
But
he told me he did
I said it straight up. I ain't gonna lie on the platform.
But it is good. That is good.
You said what?
I ain't gonna lie on this platform.
That's crazy.
I lie on this platform.
Okay. I have so many examples in my head. So many. So many.
What? Did I lie or did I just keep information to myself?
Sometimes you lie.
I said what I said. You lied.
Oh, God.
But yeah,
I had a rant about it. You
lied.
All right.
But the album's good though. Definitely check it out though. And the Tiny Desk was fire too. I think that Tiny Desks are one of the parts of our culture right now on the music level that's really preserving the feeling. No bullshit.
You know what's crazy?
Because you can't do an ass Tiny Desk.
I have not watched one in full.
They probably don't drop it if it's ass either.
I bet mad niggas have them and they be like, because the thing is live.
That's curation.
Them PR niggas is behind the desk. Mm-hmm. You're just performing for niggas that work there. Mm-hmm. So they probably be like, nah, that ain't it. They ain't clap. They be like,
you didn't watch the Usher one?
Not
Usher
in full.
The Usher one's fire.
I've seen the Sean Paul one. The Sean Paul one is crazy.
I didn't watch the Sean Paul, but I bet it is. Y'all, I robbed the Sean Paul.
It's nice.
I don't think I saw that one.
All right, which one? Before we get out of here, which dose of bad for the community do y'all want? Do y'all want Mr. Morning Routine Ice Bath dunking his face in the ice bath at 3 a.m. that's been trending? Or do y'all want to talk about the Breakfast Club drama that's been going on?
I'm definitely not talking about that.
I don't really know much about that. Is it that one of the co-hosts is no longer there?
No, it's that one of the co-hosts went on maternity
We're already
leave,
talking about it. Let's stop.
and her replacement was so good that they kept her on as a fourth mic.
And she's still there.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's 4 of them now.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
But there was
wraps
just
that up.
tension in that. But
It seems like that's the beginning, middle, and end. So
I don't know.
My theory is that
Charlamagne's still there though.
I
And
think they're
Envy.
capitalizing on something that
I don't
probably
know the
really
numbers.
happened, and then they turned it into like drama on air.
So it might not be
for-
real.
Oh, so it's like-
Manufactured.
yeah.
Or maybe it's like
it's stemming
real.
from something real,
like
but they
Matt Hardy-
resolved
the Matt-
it
yeah, we might as well
and
make
then
something out of
brought
it.
it out.
It's
Yeah,
like the Matt Hardy and Edge.
Might as well make
there
something
we
out of
go.
it.
Exactly.
See,
Now
we need more wrestling analogies. No bullshit.
I know.
All the basketball analogies been getting to me. The
The
wrestling
bad part
analogies been
about us
solid.
not partying these last couple weeks on some like topical stuff, there's us. We get to talk about John Cena's greatest heel turn ever, bro. That's
Yeah. Show's tough. I don't know if it's the greatest though.
one of them
Nothing's gonna
ones.
beat Hogan, bro. That shit was crazy.
Hogan didn't mean nothing to me, bro. I didn't watch that man wrestle. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but that was crazy though. That shit shifted the culture.
I
That
didn't
shit-
live through that.
A lot of niggas be like, that was to me, that was the start of
I was a
that
child,
era.
like literally, like I'd smile from ear to ear when I heard dun 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 dun. Like that should be crazy. They do the crowd pan and shit. I just
And
like
then-
I get
I was a real
hype.
John Cena sucks person. during
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, John
Dang.
Cena sucks. I didn't like him. I respected him. I didn't like him though.
Eves feels indifferent. He don't know about that.
You fuck with John Cena, bro?
I used to.
Mm.
This shit don't mean nothing to me right now.
I watch that shit live, bro.
This is a-
Yeah,
Like
facts.
I don't tune
That shit
in
got
at all
spoiled, bro.
usually, like and just watch like YouTube recap or whatever. But I was like,
That
there's
was a
something
great
about
pay-per-view
it.
too.
I'm hip. I'm
Shit was
hip.
fire, bro.
I was on the phone with my mate. He's like, yeah, just turn this
From
shit
literally
joint
from
on. I was
top to
like,
bottom, nigga.
say that. And you know what?
Damn.
I will never feel a way about being at my grown ass age and still tapping into the WWE
Facts.
because that's the same shit women do when they watch reality TV.
Facts.
You feel me?
You
Like,
watching Love Is Blind and shit, bro.
Wait, so
Come
like
on
that's
now.
y'all.
What's your point? That you're
That's
trying
y'all
to make?
fabricated.
Niggas watch shit sometimes, man.
We want
But
some
like-
fabricated storylines, drama too. Ours just
Facts.
includes
So you're saying
fighting.
you're making the comparison because there's conversation from the other side. It's like, oh, why do men watch wrestling?
Yeah, they probably would
Okay.
be like, "Why are you
Okay,
grown
okay.
watching?"
Even
grown
niggas,
men
bro, they
do
be like,
this?"
why you watching that fake shit? I be like, damn, my nigga, I can't enjoy shit.
Mm.
Y'all niggas be watching anime. Nigga,
Facts.
Naruto not fucking real. But you
No
watch
bullshit.
that shit, you be
No
crying. I
bullshit.
seen niggas cry off of that shit.
No,
You feel
So
me?
all right, nigga. So yeah, you want to talk? You crying over fucking Japanese drawings, nigga?
Yeah.
Bet, yeah, nigga. I
Valid.
felt something when that nigga John Cena kicked that nigga in the nuts. Yeah,
That's valid.
yeah.
And to be honest, I
I did
appreciate
see
the
one
art
thing,
behind
though.
it too.
Why is
Facts.
Travis Scott constantly in the WWE?
We don't know.
I was like,
we
why is
don't-
he-
We're trying to figure it out.
We don't know. We were all asking
Did he
that
really
question.
fuck up his ear?
Yeah.
No,
That's some shit. Oh, that was also part of the
Nah,
script.
You have a black eye from?
He did have a black eye, but it wasn't.
But that's part of the script.
Yeah.
No,
no.
okay.
That
No, it
wasn't
was
that
not
wasn't
part
real.
of the script
The
at
dirt
all.
sheets were saying that, but it wasn't true.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't true.
I'm sure.
I was like,
He doesn't have
yo,
a
I was like, that
representation.
kinda
He had
I'm
a
wild.
sure
black
they
eye from
glossed
Cena hitting him in the
over it and
face.
shit, but like you're not supposed to do stuff like that.
Nah, he was a little off, but Cody told him like right before where to hit him. And he hit him slightly off, and that's why he reacted like that. Because he's
You're
like,
not
look, look.
supposed to slap him
He
for
told-
real
bro,
He
though.
really
I'll show you
smacked
the
that
video.
nigga.
In wrestling, there are two things that people do that are, you could say, are real.
Chops.
Slaps and chops. Those are the only two things. They really do slap each other, bro. And it hurts. And they really do chop. Those are the two things. When somebody gets slapped, you hear that shit and they slapped them. You're just not supposed to go that close to the ear. You're supposed to go a little bit, it's like right on the jawline, so it makes the sound. That was just like the nigga just hit him on the side of the head while his head was on the ground.
Yo, that shit was.
Which is like, you got to go a little higher. If you're
Yo,
gonna-
Travis did
It's
not
just
need to
funny
be
'cause,
there.
like,
It
he
was
did
just
it. He
funny.
ruined it low key.
I won't say ruined it because it
No, he
just made
ruined
it
it.
such a
No, no, no.
talking piece.
Let me say it
But
like
it was
this,
just
bro.
ridiculous.
I fuck
He
with
looked
Travis,
so
bro.
into the moment. Like, it's like he really would have hurt that nigga. He's like,
Bro,
I was like, what's wrong with this nigga?
I fuck with Travis. He looking so goofy, bro.
He
He's
do.
mad skinny, wearing these big ass clothes with these
That's
bug
the thing.
glasses, bro. He wearing these. He look
He
like
really got some
he look like
When you on a
sunglasses.
stage
bro.
by
He
yourself,
look like
you
an
can
insect,
you can
bro.
look bigger than life. But when you around like actual bodybuilders, you look like a little
He's not
boy.
that tall either. He looks so unserious, bro.
He's like 6'9".
No, he's not, bro. No,
so.
there's
No, he
no
might be
way.
6 feet. He might be 6
There
feet.
is
like 6
no way, bro. There's no way Travis Scott is
Hey,
6
man,
feet
I
tall.
I don't
bro.
think Travis Scott is 6 feet.
Not with
I-
Cody Rhodes standing next to him and he looks small. He looks like
How tall is Cody Rhodes?
he's like 6'1".
Travis
maybe.
Scott's 5'9".
But there's no way.
All the rappers are short, bro.
See, you got him.
Nah.
You think he's 6 feet
I
because
thought it was
he
the
on
mugshot.
stage.
I based it off of the mugshot.
No, bro.
That's why. I remember that picture.
He's
in my
wearing
head.
them
I was like, oh,
shoes. There's no way, bro. There's no
maybe.
way.
No bullshit.
I fuck with
Maybe.
Travis, bro. But
What was the other option?
he did
that
look
was
out
way,
of place.
Well, it's probably not even going to be relevant by the time this drops, but it's this morning routine
it's just an
trend.
ad, right?
For the water,
For the
right?
water. That's why I came to the
definitely
conclusion.
what I got from it, because
Okay.
it was in
All right.
every single scene.
Yes.
But for the people who don't
yes.
know, it's been this trending video where this guy, super brolic, I'll give it to him. Whatever he's doing it right, because he's dumb brolic. He's not doing nothing
He
all
working
day.
out. He working
You
out.
don't know that.
I mean, he not doing something.
He's working out.
Like,
No, I'm talking about. Never mind.
He could just be Nigerian, bro.
you could
No
be on
bullshit.
steroids and you still got to do the work if that's where you're going with it.
No. It's more so. It's just like I don't. Whatever.
Yes, but he's like, it's just one of these silly videos. Like, who's the guy who's doing it before?
I don't know his name, but I know you're talking about the nigga that just he's like recording all the like his day to day routine.
Yeah, where it's like where like they literally set up the camera for everything. The funny part about this new guy, he had a shot where he dropped the water, and then there was a camera shot to capture the water crashing onto the floor.
Yeah.
And you know there was multiple scenes.
Yeah, no, he was doing bullshit, bro. He was doing
multiple takes. Yeah,
bro. It was just silly because
he's wearing a suit, full suit.
I don't know. I think it's good marketing.
Wakes up at 3
everyone's
a.m.
attention.
I found it funny as hell. Everybody was getting up in arms. I thought it was just hilarious because he's clearly not taking it seriously.
Yeah.
You know?
Good marketing.
And I wonder if he's like low-key like the brokest nigga ever, but he just like rented all that shit for the day, and that could genuinely change his life because he faked it till he made it in this one moment. That would be dope.
It reminded me kind of like those. I seen a funny like video of some people going back and forth about how like fitness influencers be, or like the motivational influencers, where they was like, I wake up in the morning, he's like 3 a.m. morning jog, first jog. And it was like, and they were just going back and forth. And at one point, the lady, she was like, but you know what? He's like, it's 6 p.m. Dad, deceased. I die. I die. It's over. It's over. That's how ahead of the game I am. I'm dead. And he was like, 7 p.m. resurrect. He's like resurrected ice bath. Like, yo, it's crazy.
That's
like,
funny.
yo, it's crazy.
Yo, the thing is, you could get that all.
Funny.
Yo, you know what? That might be
ice
my
plunge.
next thing, bro. That might be my next move. Where I just like, I'll take one day of the week to record these moments where I'm being super productive. And then the rest of the day, some bullshit. I'm waking up at 11 a.m.,
Bro,
like whatever the case is.
It's a good little scheme, bro.
You feel me?
Because the thing is, niggas don't see that.
Because now I'm sure people reaching out to him like, yo, I'd like to consult with you.
They be like, yo, how do I get so buff, bro? Is it the ice? Like, is it really?
How long do you dunk your face and keep it there?
How many ice cubes? Like, is there a certain like is the ratio like different every time, or is it the same? Different times of days.
And I bet the search results for that water brand skyrocketed after that day. So we gotta do the math on that one. He might be on to something.
No bullshit. Hey, respect. I think it's funny. Like you said, I thought it was funny, bro. I was like, this niggas is funny, bro. Niggas is funny people. It doesn't look like he's taking himself too seriously.
First page of the journal.
I felt the one you sent in the chat was funnier though.
What?
The white dude? Someone sent that.
Oh, yeah. That was
because when the nigga brought out the ice bath, I was like, okay, nigga stick his dick in it. I was like, yo, I was not expecting that. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. I was like, how did you gonna go ahead?
That was the weirdest way to introduce that.
That's what happened.
There was a parody of a guy, of a regular average Joe. Instead of the water, he had the Red Bull from the night before. It was funny. For the audio podcast, I'm not going to keep going into it, but I throw the video up there for the people to see. But
that shit was funny.
I'm glad for us to be back. It makes my Saturdays happy to like leave here and know like, yo, we got some good content out of this. You feel me? It's going to make the week going forward exciting. Happy to get this shit out.
I feel like these niggas only be playing this shit when we have guests.
Tight. They want to embarrass us in front of our guests. That's exactly
they be like, yo, they got people coming in today.
Facts. See us through the window.
They be coordinated. They be like, nah, they got one extra nigga in there. Lock in with it.
You feel me?
We gotta get our schedules together. We gonna talk to them more.
Now we gotta press them.
Damn, fuck Easy Pass. Just got that text.
I get that letter every 2 weeks, basically. Oh my God, bro.
Y'all niggas be told.
That shit look like the eviction notice, bro.
I don't care.
Oh, man.
I've been avoiding them. I don't care.
Sometimes I just want to get to my destination. I don't want to drive that extra 20, 30 minutes.
My desk right now, bro, it's got the Easy Pass letter, and it's got the excise tax letter, and I'm waiting to pay on both of those, but I got to do it soon.
It's different for you too, because you're already coming out of the city. I didn't came out of Brockton. It's like, now I'm just adding more to it.
Hey, that got nothing to do with me. Hey, listen, I try to keep my shit low, bro. I remember you told me, he was like, yeah, the miles per gallon not great on these. I was like, nigga, I be going smooth, bro. I be like 3-4 weeks I don't get gas. I be cool. I'm chilling, bro.
3-4 weeks without getting gas?
Yeah, bro. I try to limit my mileage, bro. I'm not going nowhere.
1 to 2 times a week for me, bro. It's crazy. Nah, not 1 to 2 times a week.
No, it's probably like, if that's true, that's insane.
2 times in 3 weeks.
That's okay. That's fine.
No.
That doesn't make sense.
2 times a week is crazy,
I
nigga.
lied.
Your car has better fuel efficiency than mine, I think.
I feel it makes more sense that
What
it
am I
might
trying
be
to say?
like, it's like rolling. Like let's say if you did gas on Sunday, the next time would be what? Saturday?
A Saturday the next week.
Oh, you feel me? That's what I could see that happening.
It all depends, bro. Because if I get into some shenanigans on the weekends, bro, and I'm just driving from here to here,
Driving far.
then I might have to fill my tank on that Tuesday.
Yeah, see, I
That's
have
some
a limit.
shit.
I'll be like, where am I going? And can I get reimbursed for my job for this? That's how I be moving. I'll be like, okay, if I'm going to go from my house to like, I'm going like back to, or not from my house, from my job, and I got to go to like Newton or some shit. I'm like, how much, okay, do I need to go, first of all? And then if not, how much bread is that going to cost me as far as gas? And I'm going to submit the reimbursement form immediately.
I love
not doing that
driving
shit.
though. I'm not gonna lie. I love driving. Like I'll be driving thinking like, yo, it's actually wild that they trust niggas to do this, bro. Cause like, yo, I'm really going 90 right now. This is insane. I'm whipping this bitch.
man.
No bullshit. Niggas said it's wild. He's like, yo, it's wild that niggas trying to say them whites. He's like, they don't actually trust the niggas. Like, yeah, nigga. You ever been going, one time,
that shit
you know Steph that be with Clark and them, he Claude. I remember one time this nigga giving me a ride home, bro. We was going like 95, bro, and then some nigga passed him, and he just looked at me, bro, and he was like, well, and I was like, no.
It's that time.
Nigga said, no, nigga. I was like,
The thing
I was
is,
like, yo, I'm looking out the window. I'm like looking up, like
I'm going a
this
comfortable
can't be how it
90
ends,
though.
bro.
I
This
ain't going
can't
like
be
a
how it
90 that's like
ends. Nigga was going like 112.
maybe
Nigga, I'm like,
90s
this
even
can't be how
gas
it
and
ends for
80.
me.
It's really like we going 80, bro. 80 feels normal. Like on a regular freeway, like 80 ain't crazy.
it just depends what area you in.
You feel me?
Yeah, facts. I was about to say, because I don't be on like the main highways. You feel me? I be on 93, like
Oh yeah,
simple.
You going like 15 miles an hour on that bitch.
Nah, I be
All
going
that
like-
traffic.
I be going like
That's what I'm
I be going anytime I'm on there. It's like between like 45 and 60. It's very rare, or maybe 65. It's very rare that I'm going above 65.
Hey.
I mean, unless I'm going to my sister's house, but she lives in like by like Foxborough. So it's
Damn.
like, yeah, she live far, so it's like
Damn.
Did she move?
That's south.
not yet.
State?
She been living in Massachusetts.
Really?
Yeah, she about to move. She about to move back into Boston soon. But that's the only time I'm going that fast. Probably going like 80, 85. Like it's very rare.
Well, it's
Yeah,
been
they ain't
another
like the
episode
king.
of Bad for the Community. We hope y'all enjoyed. You feel me? And the thing is, you don't want to cut the episodes too short, bro. Because this is how some niggas get through their day.
Yeah, a lot of niggas been telling me this week. They were like, yo, I watch every episode. I was at the State of the City, and like 3-4 niggas came up to me and was like, yo, I'll be tuning in what y'all got going on. Like they didn't even say like, they was like, you don't know me, I don't know you, but I fuck with it. I fuck with what y'all got going on. I watch y'all every week. I was like, wow.
That's real.
I was like, this is crazy.
I
bro.
like
was
that they acknowledge that you don't know them, because
I'm
there's
mad.
niggas who will talk to you like,
That's how I know they
like
listen.
we got a 5-year friendship. Like
That's
no,
how I know they really be listening.
I
They
just
was
got
like,
that with Eves and
it's
A's.
like, I'm not about to hear. He's like, we not friends, but I do fuck with you. I fuck with what you got going on.
Respect.
I'm not even fuck with you, but I fuck with what you got going on. I gotta give you props.
And I always
That's real.
love the support.
Y'all should move to Boston, bro.
Mm,
Lock in with it,
I'll
bro.
be in Quincy this
In
summer.
the works.
I'll be
Okay.
close enough. We gonna
Alright.
be close enough.
Bro, you gotta move to the
I'm
beat,
surprised
bro.
you said that.
Gonna be here.
You gotta move to
I
the
feel like you
beat,
be
bro.
on some shit. Quincy's not Boston. I'm surprised.
But it's
you-
close enough, bro. I died for my country, Boston, bro. Mayor got me geeked, bro. I fuck with Boston, bro.
There you go.
I'm
love
fucking
the
with
ride.
Boston, bro. The Red Sox about to come back, nigga. Summer about to hit. We up.
Yeah, they about to lose to the
Ain't they
Lakers.
talking about the
this
Patriots about to
finals.
sign?
Woo!
What's his name? They're trying to sign Stefon Diggs.
Yeah, they are.
That
He's
there
looking at houses in
conversations it?
Dorchester right now.
Say word.
That's what they said. That's what the reports are saying.
Dorchester?
Yeah, well,
That's a
South
real
Dorchester.
nigga.
It's in South Dorchester.
That's a
so
real. I'm surprised.
no bullshit.
Like in those
We
like
need that nigga.
luxury apartments.
Yeah, type shit.
Yeah,
Because
he
there's
doesn't
no
want.
house.
He probably
that-
doesn't want anything too permanent.
There's no house
Yeah,
in
he's
Dorchester
at the end of his
that
career anyway.
Stefon Diggs is going to be living in.
He's at the end of his career. He only got like 2 more seasons in him.
But you can confirm that there is no like
Nah, I mean maybe.
Houses.
crazy house.
There's some.
And maybe if you want to go to like Brookline and like.
Well,
That's
he's at
not
Dorchester.
Dorchester.
He's in Dorchester.
Oh,
though.
Dorchester.
Because I mean,
specifically?
nah, there's some shit. It's not
What
in
you
the
trying to
parts.
say, man?
Like, cause this is Dorchester right now. There's
There's
properties
probably some
right
houses,
here, and what's the shit? Not by Neponsit. And then
Okay,
there's also some
okay,
shit
okay.
in,
Yeah, you got that.
Damn, what is that shit called? Brashaman.
I feel like there's just
Mad
more
houses.
historical houses. They're not like nice ass cribs.
Some of them is fire, bro. Talk to this nigga Tomo, bro, because there's mad white people moving in that nigga neighborhood. So he know that nigga. He's like, damn.
Mm.
He's like, this shit changing.
Oh,
nigga.
especially around. Yeah, no, exactly what you said. Yeah, no, that area's nice.
Bullshit.
That area's
That
nice.
shit's-
No, yeah.
I
And
gotta
it's
see that.
discreet too. Like, it's real inconspicuous. Like
That's where all the but like, yeah.
You take one turn and you're just in a
Bro,
whole
it's a
different.
whole different vibe.
yeah, bro, it's crazy.
whole
It's
different
fire.
vibe.
I hear what you're saying.
And he's a nigga, bro. Go support. I'd probably be in Mattapan most of the time anyway. He lit. I fuck with Diggs. Hopefully he come to Boston, bro. That'd be fire.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
bro.
Hey, man, we out of here. We hope y'all have a great week. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you for tapping in. It's been real.